All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is the one and only Mr. Leapfrog. Along with me is K-Box. We're back here at 9MOONS, number 36, monthly number 7. We're back with some Season 2.002 Tekken 8 action. How's it going, K-Box?
I'm always doing great if I get the chance to watch some great Tekken. I know that's a bit of a hot take these days, but it's still a good video game, and I am not going to let the doubters get me down, especially after they have started working on patching some of the holes in the boat. And we've got a nice little intimate bracket tonight with some of the top killers in the game. Already, JoeCrush and KingReyJr. are here in our top 8, about to go into action with some of their opponents. I believe our first lined up match is JoeCrush versus Papilla, which is always fun to see. And those two have been on an absolute roll lately. I swear, KingReyJr. has won or placed second in just about every postseason 2 tournament.
Yeah, so it's going to be exciting to see how kind of the top players navigate dealing with, the Oscar Menace himself.
Mm-hmm.
Joe, same deal. He's been kind of one of the top people, especially with at the beginning of the season 2 patch. He had that annoying make some noise clap that people really hated after the 2-1 string. So they kind of limited that. So now you can actually jab out of it, and you can still sidestep as per usual, and you can armor through it. So you still have a couple of different options now to actually deal with that annoying string. I'm not sure he really leaned. I mean, he leaned on a little bit just to be, Joe, just to mog it up a little bit. But for the most part, he didn't really, rely on it. So it's one of those things I don't think
Right.
it's going to make too much of a difference in terms of skill. And it makes sense with him being on winner's side of top 8. He's still showing his prowess and dominance.
Yeah, he was never somebody who would spam it. He wasn't Trizzy the rapper who spammed it for a while just to prove a point. He often uses it as a rhythm breaker or a combo starter where he will force you off balance with it, kind of like shoving you out of position with that telephone pole of a jab. So to him, it was always part of the rhythm and not the whole game plan. He's not going to be hurt too much by Make Some Noise being nerfed a little, and I doubt KingReyJr. is going to be complaining about any changes either.
We're in other one, Joe, if you can hear me. But yeah, but also we gotta talk about the king, Papilla.
Mm.
Pulse is one and only one of my teammates now.
Oh, yes.
He's been kind of exciting to see a little bit because I know he's been kind of trying out the new 3-2-2 move. It automatically transitions if you hold forward straight into the Jaguar sprint, so it kind of gives some great mix opportunities at the wall. I mean, King
Yeah.
was already kind of scary to deal with in just the neutral, but now giving him a walled stage really gives him that extra layer of mind games that really opens it up.
Yeah, and they just made him so scary. They empowered Jaguar sprints. They gave him so many options with heat. King was already a tough opponent, but now he's terrifying. I mean, we've seen Tomoriru seemingly come out of nowhere and just start dominating in every weekly bracket. He hasn't had a single finish outside of top 8, and Papilla is no slouch either. One of my first commentary gigs seeing him, he took 3rd place in Breakout, which is one of the big 3 weekly Tekken events. It's them, TNS, and Paragon. So that's no joke. That's not nothing. That's not peanuts.
Oh yeah, man. So let's see how Papilla is going to have to deal with the Runabayo, JoeCrush, Jack 8 coming up here in just a second.
It honestly makes you root for Joe a little because you might be a wife guy, but are you so much of a wife guy that you'll use your girlfriend's name as your own, like a knight carrying his lady's favor into battle? Because Jack is, and he's bringing in top 8 of 9MOONS monthly number 7. We've got Darth Vader versus Raiden, King versus Jack 8, JoeCrush versus Papilla. Welcome to the show.
Let's go, baby. Yeah, trying to open him up a little bit with the armor, but he immediately caught him with the windmill punches, son. Yeah, that is not somebody you want to test with the Jaguar muscle armor. You got to be a little bit more patient with it. He's going to look for an opening, stays grounded for a little bit.
Yeah, he catches him back up against the wall, and just Papilla's not having any luck getting out of here, Leapfrog. Yamahal comes out, a very swift, brutal KO. I mean, that's Jack 8, that's JoeCrush all the way. Pressure, pressure, pressure.
Mm-hmm. He's not going to stop now. Forward, 1+2, just trying to open him up a little bit. Back 3, finding its mark. Gets that guaranteed follow-up. Real risky with the get-up kicks, but he's going to activate it. Heat here. Oh, he almost got it with the Jaguar sprint. Not able to find it here. Oh, drops the combo. And the 2-throw, no techs on King players.
Yeah.
Maybe can't break throws.
I mean, they're not used to needing to. Who tries to grapple a grappler, right? But right now, Joe is showing he can beat him at his own game. He tried to make some noise, but Papilla found the mute button. Oh, look at this, Leapfrog.
Woo-wee. Another 1-throw. They gotta be careful here. No heat on either side. He's gonna rage. Is he gonna survive? Not gonna do it. Oh,
a little
close.
too late, Leapfrog. That was a desperation.
Oh
punch,
my
I
gosh.
think. And
Yeah,
I can't
instant.
blame him when you see this.
Yeah, you see that round start down 1+2 just to open him up to the wall. 100 damage. 120 damage. Yeah, you need that extra life because right now you're down to 1 HP at this point. To the wall.
Yeah.
Up 3, just open him up. But he gets
Finally gets some good offense in. Leapfrog gets him up. He's trying to get the wall carry. Manages to get the splat. Activates heat. What do you think the game plan is here, Leapfrog, other than don't get hit again?
It's going to be one of those things. He's got to be able to bait out the Gamma Howl, and that's a great option. Yeah, forward 1+2 is going to be a great option to kind of mitigate some of the Gamma Howl mixes that he's going to put him into. Back 1+2. He's just really playing the distance game right now, and that's a real good option when dealing with the grappler. You can't really get thrown if you're at range 2 or 3. Jaguar not able to stay in muscle armor long enough. Damn, again another 2-throw.
Oh, the way he's out grappling Papilla is something to behold. Look at his control over range, as you were pointing out, and also just the opportunity for Papilla to even press anything.
Oh gosh. Yeah, he's gonna go for the Jaguar sprint 3. He tried to do the run-up throw, but again, the defense from JoeCrush right now, too good. Ducking every instance. Counter it, forward 2-1, gets the wall spot as well. Oh, what's the mix-up? I don't know why he just did 3-2-2. He didn't get the pickup. Did he get him? He got him!
He got him pressing. Leapfrog, obviously nowhere near a kill, but that's a chunk of great life to get back, and the sheer momentum boost with 20 seconds left in the round, a hair under it. Now they're close to tied in life. He's going to try to find his way back in, make some noises, uses the space tool, runs in, get back, shove, wall splat. He might do it, Leapfrog.
No! Why did you spend it there? He thought he'd catch him off guard, but again, the defense from Joe is too strong. He was ready for the alley kick mid and or the low and mid follow-up right there. Super patient. It was one of those things. It's such a big scramble situation. He didn't really have much to do, and at that point, it was kind of just guess for game.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's how you end up sometimes, especially against somebody like Joe, who's so good at forcing you into Zugzwang situations where you have to make a move. You can't pass, but every possible move worsens your position and opens you up to something new. He is just so good at creating that no-win situation for you.
All right, Seaside Resort. Change of scenery a little bit. Kind of similar in sizes of similar size of stage, but I don't see, that being a bad thing for Joe. Finds the wall, turns into 100 plus combo.
I wouldn't mind a beach stage in real life, to be honest with you. Oh, and look at this throw.
That was crazy. Gotta be careful. Open up with heat. Down 1+2. Trying to catch him with a jab or something because it does like high crush for a bit. But no dice. Heat being expended. He tried to interrupt right there into wall rising 2-2 again. Patience. It's gonna be super important.
I like his thinking with the muscle armor, but sometimes he's throwing it out into the air, and I think he's over-anticipating what Joe's doing, and it's leaving him open like right now.
Yeah, he's starting to swing. He swung into the back 1-2 right there, just getting real impatient. He saw the hug, the forward 1+2. He's expecting the low follow-up, so he tried a hop kick, but, I mean, you could still punish that. It's -14.
Oh.
Did he catch him pressing again? He did. This is going to do max damage.
Yeah, that's going to be a whole chunk of damage. Probably not enough to really get back in this round, but it's going to be a lot better than nothing. Might as well make the attempt. Quite a bit of great life. Can't stop the Shining Wizard, and now he's ahead. Now he gets the round, Leapfrog.
Good stuff. Real smart. Using the mid right there just to check him because he's been ducking a lot because he's expecting him to do the throws. Oh, he could have finished the wall rising or the full crouch 2-1-2, but luckily interrupt. He's doing it again, just trying to put him in the train.
Yeah, I think what he's trying to do is force Papilla to turtle up and to second guess his own offense, because you can see how he's bullying him towards the wall, gets him splatted. Oh, he goes right for the Rage Art again. Again! Again with the Rage Art, Leapfrog. Oh my goodness, he's so good at landing that.
How many times is this man gonna do it?
How indeed.
He's done it like 5 times now. Oh, gosh.
I mean, if it's working, if your opponent can't stop it, right?
Oh, Barzing 2-1, but he doesn't get the punish. And forward 1 to close it out. Tying it up in round count. 1 game apiece here, second game.
Yeah, but you can see that Papilla is really upping the ante and picking up the pace in this round and doing a lot of stuff like that get back shove to force JoeCrush onto the back foot. He gets this wall carry, not quite there, activates heat, almost to the wall, splats him into the Jaguar bomb.
Okay. Yeah, it's one of those things, like you said it perfectly. He's got to up the offense. He's not trying to let Joe control the tempo the entire time. And he's doing a great job right now. Nice low parry, and that should be dead. Boom, baby.
It is. Beautiful low parry into heat smash right there. You can just see that Papilla is really leaning on King's tools and not letting Joe mog him, not letting Joe force him to turtle up. If he can keep this up, he's going to have a good chance of making this a competitive set.
Yeah, he's already got 2 rounds up here. Needs 1 more round to tie up the score. He tried to muscle armor, and he let it rock a little too early again to the wall. This is going to hurt. Oh, gosh.
Oh, wow.
4-2. Oh, he got him. Full crouch down 4-2. Should be able to get some big damage here. Oh, yeah. 77,
right,
looking for the wall.
Yeah, can't quite find it. Ends up particle barrier into it himself. Eats the open blast. Wall splat. Out comes the mugging pressure. Another rage art. It got him again.
I can't believe it. This dude is crazy. He's got that rage art button on lock, son. Because now that's max damage again. Again! If you play Rivals, you already know what that sounds like. Oh, gosh. No duck!
All right, final round coming up, and a beautiful work from JoeCrush to get back in the game there and not let Papilla steal another round off the rage art, but we'll see how well he can adjust. Can he break this? Is this going to chain?
Okay, he's going to go with the lower damage option, but it's a little bit, unexpected. Alley kicked open him up again. But yeah, Papilla is one of those people that love to use their heat as quickly as they, spend it. I mean, they pop it. Oh, no duck. Got to be careful. 4-4 neutral 2 again, trying to open up with some more lows.
Oh, he's going to take it. He's going to get his... Oh, he comes out, catches him coming in. Now comes the heat smash.
Oh, windmill punches, but he's going to back 3 through it. Real smart right there. Even if he tries to do the final hit of that follow-up, the back through is already in action. And Papilla tying it up 1 game apiece.
Oh, beautiful work, especially because I believe we're in first to 2 territory still, best 2 out of 3. So to tie it up against JoeCrush, who is such an intimidating, consistently dominant presence, is nothing short of impressive every time. We'll see what JoeCrush can do, what Papilla can do. What do you think the game plan will be going into this 3rd game for both of them?
I think it's going to be, so now Joe, that first game, he was playing all offense. Papilla playing all offense. I think Joe is going to try to shift his, his paradigm and try to slow it down a little bit, play a little bit more defensive, try to look for openings naturally with counter hit. He has a million counter hit tools, so he's also got to duck a little bit more now because now I think he's starting to understand that Papilla kind of set the tone like, okay, you're not going to duck anymore. Now I hit you with the throws to the wall.
And we were talking about how he uses Make Some Noise, not as a gimmick, not as, here, I'm going to spam this, but as a combo extender or initiator. You saw a couple uses of it right there to keep Papilla on the back foot, but Papilla's got him up against the wall now.
Oh, no break on the 1+2 throw, and with the heat extension right after that, full crouch, he's trying to go for the mix. Got to be careful, he can't rage art through this one. Not again, and of course the down back 1 to close it out, the Jack special. Back in the lead for Joe. But again, Papilla, not out of it.
Not at all. I like the thinking with the little micro movement, but he can't stop this throw. Who expects a grappler to be grappled? JoeCrush is going to go for the wall carry. We'll see if he can get there. He pops heat. Ow. Oh, he gets the splat for a moment. Tries a tech roll away.
Dude, he's just flexing on him, bro.
Why not? Why waste the button?
Oh, man. He could have got an extension afterwards. He expended. Gonna do Jaguar Sprint, trying to catch him ducking. He does catch him ducking this time, though. Heat smash. Nerfed, by the way. Nice duck and launch. Looking for more damage. Oh, boy. Tries to stay grounded. Still hits him on the low. Gotta be careful. Oh, and he didn't have enough life to survive. He went to the Gamma House stance just to try to tank whatever hit came out, but did not have enough life.
That was the mind game of Tekken 8 at work, because you saw that Papilla knew he was going to go into Gamma Howl and had that interrupt ready. He didn't just sit back and wait to see what Joe was going to do. He had an idea of how Joe plays. He was in Joe's head, and right now he's trying to keep Joe on the back foot.
Yeah, trying to keep it going while running 3, caught him at the wall. 3-3-2-2, 3-2-2 mix up again, and he tried to go for the up. Oh, that's a good guaranteed follow-up again. And Papilla has good control of the tempo, trying to mix him up again. Nice tech of the throw. Low, open him up to the wall. Oh gosh.
Oh, so much damage, but who's going to get onto set point first?
Again!
It's Papilla! Interrupting the tilting windmills, making like Jorge Luis Borges, and rewriting Don Quixote.
All right, set point here. Papilla looking good, but Joe starting to run the offense. The Jack special. Caught him with the hop knee. Oh yeah, big damage. He's going to activate heat as well. Yes, want to reach him to the wall. Not going to find it, but get as close as you possibly can.
Oh, out comes another Rage Art leapfrog, but this one doesn't catch him pressing. This one leads to an air combo. This one leads to pain and punishment. This one leads to final round.
I don't know if that was a misinput or not, but Papilla definitely paying the price either way. Final round here. What we going to do? Counter hit shove. Gets the guaranteed forward 2-1 to the wall.
Yeah, and you see JoeCrush letting him run himself onto those huge, lengthy fists, and playing Jack almost as a bit of a zoner for a second there. They're keeping in contact in the pocket. Hey, blocked the RKO. That came out of nowhere, leapfrog.
I can't believe you got that punish right there. To the wall, gonna activate heat as well. Wants to keep the combo going. Put him in the mix. The Gamma Howl blender. Oh no, and he tried to go for the wall. Full crouch 2D
another one.
Not gonna pay off again.
Oh my goodness, that's it! JoeCrush takes it! That was an incredible set, leapfrog. I mean,
I'm neither here nor there, because now we're going into the second match of the top 8 of winter semifinals. Rare sides, KingReyJr on the Asuka, and of course, Crown's Divine Exorcist with the Claudio.
This one's turning into a bit of a fun rivalry itself. We talk about the big four, KingReyJr, JoeCrush, P-Ling, Shower20Z, but Divine Exorcist took 9th place at the Tekken World Tour Finals this year and is a top-level player in his own right, an absolute monster in the Mexican scene, and already taking the fight to KingReyJr.
Oh yeah, at this point, it's in the bag.
Well, we don't know quite about that. There's a lot of Tekken left to play, but that was a very decisive first round from him. And what do you think is going to stand out in this first game? All right, well, right now, that is exactly where we're going to go. That is what Asuka wants. Not able to get him against the wall. Goes for the heat. Gets both of them cranked up on the burners. They go for the heat smash. They keep Divine Exorcist. Divine Exorcist goes for the Superman punch. I don't know why I'm so jumbled up here, but this is exactly where Divine Exorcist wants him. Not going to yield to the wall pressure. Not going to get onto the back foot. Looking for his turn, trying to steal it back. Doesn't let KingReyJr get into rage. Finishes the job immediately.
Yeah, real smart. You just want to smother him with offense. Don't let him get into that Asuka blender. Just when I say that. Caught him with another counter hit option to the wall. Yeah, and Claudio's install has gotten a little bit better too. He's got a couple different options now in Season 2. Just like that one. That one's kind of the same one, but still big damage to the wall. Oh, he delayed it, but he still got the heat activation. Oh gosh, gotta be careful here. Oh boy. Crouch, he still got the install. Try to find the can, not gonna duck either. And the hop kick, just let it rip. Get out of my face, son. All right, 3. Claudio in general, oh, hell if I know. Run it back, Turbo. All right, let's see what he's gonna do. What adjustments can King Ray make? I know I saw Papa Bear in the chat. Ooh, trying to look for the install himself. Just tracking all day long. Luckily didn't get caught right there. No duck either on the cans. Again, just trying to find openings here. No heat activate on either side here. And 35 seconds left. Low parry for King Ray. Is he going to activate heat here? To the wall. Low wall split, so he's not going to be able to get anything follow-up. Finally activating heat after 25 seconds in. This is the longest we've gone without heat. Now activate on both sides here. Looking for the low parry maybe. Gotta be careful. Down 4-3 again. Heat now expended. Pretty healthy life lead on pretty healthy life on both sides. Just when I say that, down back 1+2 from Divine. Just let it rock, son. And with that life deficit, it's gonna be kind of hard to find an opening here. 1 second on the clock. Did he press? He did not. And that's not enough time to be able to, you know, combat that lead, that massive life lead for Divine. 4 rounds straight for him. KingRey got to try to find a way to open it up. Oh, and a big duck from the down 1+2. Divine in total control right now. No slowing down. No breaks. Oh my gosh. And he got the install right back. Spring kick to try to get out of trouble. KingRey, what do you got to do to get out of this? The blender. Okay. Install. Activated. Nice 1+2 throw to get your ass back on that wall. Oh gosh. And he caught him. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think you get armor off of that. Gotta be careful. Can again. No dice. And luckily, Divine's playing real patient enough where he's not getting caught out by any of these cans. Just what I said. I mean, he keeps doing it anyways. No duck, luckily. And he caught him at the wall. Not able to get the pickup. Not close enough for the follow-up. Armor not paying off. Oh, spring kick not working. Into the immediate rage art. Oh. And now, ending the bleeding.
Yeah.
All right. 1 round apiece here. Second game.
1 round apiece, perfectly evenly matched, and these two are just always putting on a great show. You're seeing exactly why they are able to fight on the level that they do. Goes for the low parry immediately. Let's see if this goes into a wall carry. Gets the splat leapfrog.
Okay. KingRey starting to heat up a little bit. Bake! And a wall splat? Dude, that did not look like it was going to be a wall splat. Gotta be careful. Yeah, he tried to go for the armor activation again, but the heat is just too powerful.
Yeah, I'm feeling that right now. It is 80 degrees in here and going up. The air conditioner's not doing a whole lot of good, and it's not doing much good for KingReyJr. either, as Divine Exorcist is controlling the pocket right now, but he might have done it a little too soon.
Man, he tried to go for broke. Just when he started getting momentum, he tried to go for that big low, just trying to open him up, but again, the defense, Divine, on point. A surgeon when it comes to the defense. Interrupts with the down back 1+2 again. He had the install on lock, and with this damage at the wall, should be dead. Oh, I jinxed it. Oh, no
gets
way.
the heat smash to get out of trouble, forcing him back, but smashes right through it. Divine Exorcist well on his way, forces the final round. This is heating up, Leapfrog, and I don't just mean the heat mechanic.
Oh, yeah. Final round here, game 2. Set point here for Divine. Trying to find the winner's finals match against Joe, but KingRey trying to fight back. Big damage. What are you gonna do against that? Plus on plus on plus. He's gonna use this heat. Yes, he is. Just to get that clean wall spot. Extend the combo. Try to catch him ducking. Oh boy, and he got him with the sidestep too. Tying it up here, 1 game apiece. Let's go.
Beating Divine Exorcist at his own game, because we all know how scary Claudio is in the wall game, but I don't think
play Tekken the way it's meant to.
Yeah, I mean, Asuka's older than KingRey is in terms of publication dates, and KingReyJr. has been playing that character as long as he's even known what Tekken is, and it's just hard to beat that kind of comfort with a character.
Finally getting some can action here. Extension on the combo. Should be able to find the wall here, especially with the heat activation, just to keep him there. 3-ring circus. Side swaps, but... Oh, he tried to sidestep too, but just a little out of range.
Tries to track him, tries to keep him from walking out from that wall. Gets him splatted back up against it with the tornado. Balcony break, Leapfrog. Continues the combo, but KingRey gets out of it.
Gotta be careful. Yeah, he's doing a lot of back 3, just trying to open him up, trying to see what options. But again, the patience from Divine is really good. Oh, and even off axis, he's still able to get the wall perpendicular to it. Dropping the combo, though. Gotta be careful. 12 seconds left. Now Rage for Divine. He can get a big chunk of his health back. Sidestep 2. Gotta be careful. Guaranteed. All guaranteed. 1 pixel to 3.
Oh! You tell people who think Tekken doesn't have defense, doesn't have movement about that round, because that entire thing almost turned around off 1 sidestep.
That was crazy. That's not guaranteed. That wasn't a punish. That was just he threw it out and just, luckily got him. It was like 1 second on the clock. He just had to throw something out. Perfect timing right there for KingRey. He knows what to do. While running 1+2, not going to get the mark, but it's okay. We got sidestep 2s all day long. Clean
Sidestep
wall
2
flat.
for days, and KingReyJr. puts himself on set point.
Man, after a dominant start from Divine, now Divine on the back foot here, down 2 rounds, looking for an opening here. Armor, a true Asuka player.
I mean, why not? If it's there right now, Divine Exorcist, though, keeping him turtled up, tornadoes him, eats the spring kick, gets around him, breaks the grab, leapfrog.
He's doing a lot of those back 3-3s now. Did he step it? No. He tried to step it. He steps this one, though. Heat activation. Trying to tie it up. Oh, boy. He's got a long way to go if he wants to try to tie it up. He's down 2 rounds. Got him with the counter with the down 4-2. The cape over the face. It doesn't matter. He still finds a mark. An instant retaliation right there. But let's see if Divine can take us to a final round.
With this kind of composure, I would not be surprised. I'm not a betting man. I do not pick favorites, but he's been so good at finding his opening and finding his way to get back into the fight. Even as he's being forced back towards the wall, blocks all that whole string, goes back onto one of his own. He dashes in, eats a counter for his trouble leapfrog. He's trying to find his way back in and playing very aggressively, I'm noticing.
Ooh, yeah, he's doing a lot of back 3-3s, just trying to find the counter hits, but I think KingRey's starting to understand that. He's doing armors now just to kind of retaliate. Even if he tries to finish it, it's going to catch him just like he caught him with this. Tooth Fairy. Drops the combo.
Drops it. That's a
He's trying to get
painful
out
drop.
Rage
Divine Exorcist has rage. Is he going to get a chance to use it, leapfrog? He has it if he wants it. He can turn this around with the press of a button. Not going to get the chance. KingRey wins.
Yeah, tried to throw out a random hop kick, was just hoping something would come up.
Shaheen versus King, and this is going to be a fun one because King is a juggernaut in these new patches. Oh, interesting fit there, kind of going for the Ezio look, or the Altair, I suppose. But the core point is, Shaheen is such a fundamentals-heavy character. This is going to come down to Slash's pure execution.
Woo, boy. Yeah, and Samael, I don't know if it's Samael or Samael, but this man...
Samael.
A lot of tournaments, either way.
Yes.
I see him competing all the time. I competed in the last couple, TNSs, unfortunately. But again, he's very, ambitious, and that's what you have to have. You have to do it in these tournaments, especially when they're free to enter. Enter them all. And now, some hints of Papilla, the Rage Art. I've seen these names before.
That's the new meta strategy for these games, for the second Squid Game for King in Season 2. Rage Art early, Rage Art often. Be tilted, my friend, just like a salty gamer.
Woo. All right. Samael, looking good. I know Slash has been leveling up, quite a bit. I know he was telling me he's been taking some coaching lessons to try to learn how to pilot the Shaheen, and he's obviously been looking a lot better here, making top 8.
Look at this. Those 2 neck breaks, along with the grab break earlier in the round, just beautiful Shaheen work. You can definitely see the benefits of that coaching. He breaks another grab just a second ago and immediately gets another neck snap. He's doing so well at setting this up, leapfrog.
And it's going to be one of those things, like when he finally tries to go for the duck, he's going to wind up catching him off guard and catch him with a big mid. Alley kicks, trying to find an opening here.
Breaks it again.
Yeah, and it's interesting, he runs up and he does the generic version. So he's trying to catch him to see if he presses the neutral, the 1+2 just to catch him off guard. Did he catch him pressing? He did again, but luckily he's airborne, so he's not going to take a lot of damage, but he is still going to probably put him in rage territory.
That's going to get him in rage territory, and also you can't forget the benefit of momentum from Samael maybe not mattering. Gets caught on the hop kick, the spring kick, and Slash is able to follow up in style. Not daunted at all by that Rage Art.
Wow.
Fakes out the muscle armor attempt. Immediate wall carry.
That was kind of clean with it. To the wall. What you going to do here? Mixing it up here. Heat activation, just trying to open him up. Back 3 again, just trying to give him some breathing room. Runs into the heat smash. Whoa! Just the unblockable, just let it rock. But he walks into the heat smash himself. Spring kick, get out of trouble. Alley kicks, does them all. Could have launched. Whoa! Still gonna get the neck snap.
Great work on that neck snap. Great work on this wall pressure. And just like that, the first game goes to Slash. Again, you were not kidding about this coaching. He is doing something very, very right. And Shaheen is at his core a do you know how to play Tekken kind of character.
Very fundamentals heavy. So it's one of those things like if you have strong fundamentals, you could really pilot the character really well. Kind of notable Shaheen players would be like, Night Purifier, Rhythm, of course. Those are kind of like the epitome of true fundamentals of Tekken.
Oh, yes, absolutely. And you see shades of Rhythm in this style, although Slash isn't going with the baseball slide quite so much. He's doing his own thing.
All right, back three. Luckily gets a trade here because you get a guaranteed follow-up if you get a back three clean hit. You can get that, that leg drop. But luckily, Slash has been getting those trades off. Got to be careful here. Slide-oo. How could you forget about the slides, though? What the?
Why out there? Was he expecting another one?
Yo, Papilla, you gotta stop teaching these King players how to pop RageR, bro. That is crazy work.
That was one of the rage arts of all time, that's for sure. I have to think he was either misinputting or anticipating a much more aggressive approach from Slash. Something a little like this.
Yeah, he's definitely expecting. That's why he's doing so many armor moves, so he can try to catch him off guard. But again, Slash is kind of timing it out real well. Low heat smash, no duck, into the wall, running two, closing it out with a perfect 2 rounds
like
up, set point.
Just like that, he's on set point. I mean, Samael hardly got to press a button that round. Not going down perfect this time. The exchange keeps up in the pocket. Oh my goodness, Jaguar bomb, heat smash comes out. Let's see if he can capitalize because Slash is already on his feet.
Oh my gosh, alley kicks doing them all. And again, back three, instant tornado. Gotta be careful. He's trying to back three again. Trying to open him up some more.
If I'm Slash, the baseball slides are really working out. I was going to say I have to be careful about being caught airborne because I keep getting swatted out. Here comes the rage art again. It doesn't matter. He slides under it. Slash wins.
Yeah, not enough HP to survive it. If he had just a little bit now in losers, we're still starting to see a lot of the fiercest competitors. And yeah, we're going to see another King player. I don't know what they put in the water today, but it is King galore.
Someone get Ashervok in here because he would hit the roof. I think that's a Psychosis getup. It's that or La Parka. My old school Lucha Libre is not as top of the line as Ashervok is. Pretty sure it's one of those two. Leaning La Parka. And right now it's La Pain for Feisty Doc.
All right. Not too bad. Going for the back turn mix-ups. Just trying to really open them up here.
I think I cursed this entire round by saying that because, I mean, look at this.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, at this point, I'm not sure who's going to go to because right now, and he caught him out of the Jaguar step. Yeah, super close. He almost got the step. He would have been able to get that whip punish, but alas, DrSetups.
I know it sounds funny when he's in the middle of a wall carry, but I'm liking Doc's defensive gameplay because you're seeing him steal his turn back a lot. You're seeing him pressure E2 and not let him get his usual combo routes going. He slips around E2 here. Muscle Armor catches him, though.
Ooh, and he gets the pickup, too. I didn't know you can actually get the pickup up there, but still caught him out of the air. Now what you going to do? He's got a Jaguar sprint if he needs it. And again, Jaguar steps out of trouble. Do a flip.
Good side step. Yeah, people forget that Lily has incredible lateral movement. That's going to find the wall leapfrog. Great stage awareness from E2.
Perfect giant swing attempt right there, right at the perfect spot just to get the perfect amount of damage. But he's got to keep it going. Gets a guaranteed crouch throw here. Heat activated. Engaged.
Yeah, he asked the writing staff.
Wow.
Started, am I effing going over? Gets the Jaguar bomb after the pedigree. Catches Doc pressing. Oh, but it commits himself too far. He runs himself into the corner, and Feisty Doc got all that health back.
Oh, gosh. Try to catch him. Now, what on earth happened? That was such a dominant round for E2O, and all of a sudden, DrSetups just completely turned it around with one little lateral movement and got that neutral 3+4, man. Lily.
I'm telling you, it is that overcommitting. It is how he ran himself into the corner in that last interaction, and Doc was able to step around him. That is just why you can't press too much. That's why this is not as aggressive a game as some people are saying. It is aggressive, but you have to be careful with it.
Yeah, there's a lot of tracking options you can really apply right here, especially as King. But let's see if he's going to try to use it, because right now, DrSetups got him in the corner. 4-2-1 just to open him up a little bit. Had the counter hit, didn't leave. Giant swing, nice tech.
Yeah, breaks it, and that's a 50-50 with Shining Wizard, too, so he was really sitting on that after that one round that E2 took.
Woo! Not going to be sitting on this, boss. He's definitely going to be able to close out this round with the right combo to the wall. And ReyJr just for extra good measure. And wham, bam, thank you, man. We're going to a final round here, game 1.
That is exactly the kind of thing you need to do as King. You need to stay composed. Oh, he's not dead! He's 1 pixel away.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, there we go.
That was close. Luckily, he stepped in deep enough where she flipped over his head. He's able to get that back turn kick, and it was a punish. So, man, I thought I put some airborne, but
good presence of mind for me too, as he sets up this pedigree, because a lot of players might have assumed that would kill, and they would have been thrown off guard by Doc surviving, but he just gets right back into it, gets another giant swing. I'm not sure it's going to find the wall. It does! The stage awareness leapfrog.
Oh, man, Jaguar sprint just opened him up here. Did the full charge to get some extra stuff out of it. Forward 2-1, no duck. Tries to do a flip, but again, the lateral movement really working out for DrSetups. Just when I say it, sidesteps the armor again. Gotta be careful. Back to the wall. Can't really do anything. Heat smash going through the heat. Oh! Voila. And that's how you close out a round, baby. DrSetups getting game 1. Literally ran into the corner. So he's got to pay a little bit more attention of the side steps from DrSetups here.
Yeah, taking this into space onto the big asteroid that's finished the Tekken 8 story. Gets an early air combo. Is this going to turn into a wall carry? Not quite. Almost. Gets the splat on the follow-up into the heat smash.
Damn! Caught him ducking right there. 3-2-2. Just what I was talking about. What's the mix? Going for the low. Luckily, was able to sidestep it again and get the pickup, but it doesn't matter. 1 HP. What you going to do? Into the alley kicks. Good closeout for E2.
I loved the thinking there of changing the eye levels on Doc. His eyes were drawn high, and that's when the alley kick comes out to finish the round because he won't be prepared to defend it. Here comes another giant swing leapfrog. Does it find the wall? No, not quite.
Talk about defending. These throws. Oh, no duck. Yeah, that hit's not guaranteed. You can just duck that last hit. It's a high, but it jails. Again, let's see how he's going to try to find his way to the wall. He just used Tornado. Oh, man, try to get the throw, try to maximize his damage output right there. Not going to be able to do it. Forward 2-1, gets the heat dash. Airborne, so the damage is going to be super scaled. That's why he's got almost 10 hits in this combo and barely 40 damage.
Oh, yes, so little damage for so much effort, but it gets the job done. That's a lot of gray health coming back for Doc. That is 64, 65 damage, 13 hits, almost a wall carry. Gets away from the grab with the punish. 9 seconds left, a pixel of life, and that is going to tie up the game, Leapfrog. We are closing in on set point.
Yeah, he wants to close it out now. Definitely don't want to go to a game 3 against a King player, man. That's when they really wake up, really start putting you in that blender of guessing of whether you want to duck or not.
Oh, look at that!
No ducks. 3+4 is
about
after wall. Uh-huh. Oh, gosh. Trying to open him up some more. You gotta be careful. Don't ask me raw heat here because you're just asking to get heat smash just like that. And now DrSetups on set point to eliminate E2.
Yeah, almost there, almost sending him home. And no shame in dropping a match like this against somebody who took on KingReyJr. Gets the floor explosion. That floor is certified lava. Ducks under the jab, gets some pressure going, gets the counter, long carry to the wall, splats him high, keeps him juggled, keeps the pain going, Leapfrog. I'm not sure how E2 gets out of this, but that's a start.
Woo! That's a great start. Getting him out of trouble. 3-2-2 to the wall. Jaguar sprint. Oh my gosh, that was so risky. Challenges it. Luckily got that float though. Keeping the momentum going. Low high. Trying to catch him ducking. Hits him with the mid now. 1 HP. Oh my gosh, the 4-2-1 again finds the heat dash. I don't know if he's going to try to pop his heat here just to try to maintain that life lead. No, to the wall. Got to be careful.
Gets caught on the spring kick.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
he tried to go for the throw. He tried it, but again, the little lateral movement is really helping out for DrSetups right there, and that's what it's all about.
Two great pilots going into battle.
All right, we're going to do a little speedy catch up for a second.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and now we're all caught up. Nice lateral movement. Snapping the neck.
Oh.
Puts him in a disadvantageous position, but... Oh, he tried to go for a slide. Got the misinput. Unfortunate.
Yeah, no luck on there. He gets away from the wall. He gets a good counter going. He activates heat. They're both heated up. They are both cranking up that thermostat into the wall carry, into the wall explosion. This is Divine Exorcist doing the driving. He's got that painful air combo. Not where you want to be, Leapfrog, if you're Slash.
Oh man, big damage. What you gonna do? Got to be careful. Got the trade he wanted. And yeah, that's what I was kind of talking about. Like when he went for that neck snap, it does extra damage, but the problem is it swaps sides with you. So it puts you at a disadvantageous position, especially with the explosive wall to your back, asking for trouble.
Oh, definitely asking for it and receiving it. Slash is backing off a little. He's trying to play a little slower, a little smaller. He's trying to get some lateral movement, but look at that tracking leapfrog.
Oh yeah, doing good. Nice punish. Ooh, he ducked it, but not able to get the punish quickly enough, but he caught him with the launcher right there. To the wall we go.
High splat. He gets him down. He's got him tracked as he tries to get up. He drops it, though. He over-anticipates. Divine Exorcist delays the get-up, and now he's got slashes back to the wall. Now he's got him where he wants him. That is dangerous. That is horrid. The Divine Exorcist combo specialist here. Claudio has the scariest wall damage in the game.
Yeah, it's one of those things, that's a setup right there. He puts him where you're basically even on the frames. He gets that trade no matter what you do. So at that point, he's totally comfortable getting that trade because it's a clean wall splat.
Very, very clean there. Forcing an exchange in the middle of the zone, middle of the stage. Trade! And it's actually Slash who comes out the better for it, but Divine Exorcist breaks the grab, tries to retain control. What do you think he can do, Leapfrog? Just shut Slash down.
You know, it's going to be one of those things, like if he wants to try, if Slash wants to try to get back into it, he needs to start doing some more mid checks. Because, I mean, it's one of those things, Divine knows when to duck these strings. He has the experience. Just when I say that, caught you ducking at the wall. Super unfortunate for Slash right there, but a no round brown for Divine Exorcist.
That's to be expected when you're up against such a high-level player. And, you know, thanks to people like Divine Exorcist, thanks to organizations like Crown, thanks to people like Anya, shout out Dear Army, the Mexican scene is growing serious teeth. We're seeing that right now.
Ooh, boy. All right, let's go game 2. Instant wall running 2. Gets that heat activation. Caught you ducking. Luckily it wasn't counter hit.
Yeah, and it seems almost to have caught Slash flat-footed because you see him kind of backpedaling towards the corner. You see him throwing out little pokes. He finally gets a neck snap, but that's his first serious offense of the round. Sets up the baseball slide again.
Oh, no! He tried it 3 times. 3 strikes and you're out. You know baseball.
Yeah, I mean, you just can't throw that pitch to that batter that many times in the same order. You have to shift it a little. You have to throw outside the zone occasionally. You have to paint those corners, or Divine Exorcist is going to bomb you out of the park.
Oh, boy. And yeah, with that damage incoming, ooh, Pixel in a Dream. Doesn't swing into the projectile. Got to be careful. Back 3, and he caught him! Oh, boy, no combo! Slido! 1 HP, and he caught him with the low, but he luckily closed it out with the mid right there. Super close for for Slash right there. I'm about to call him Slashing.
Yeah, you know, you're not wrong. You're not far off, and that is a heck of a way for him to take his first round of the set. They have a bit of a jab duel in the center of the stage. This is where Divine
Nice!
But he gets launched. Let's see how far this can carry him. Not quite to the wall, but the follow-up gets him there, splatting high, and just keeps up the pressure. Divine Exorcist is getting challenged at his own game.
Good patience right there. Just when I say that, immediately get caught pressing right there to the wall. Explosion. Explosion!
Explosion en français. Je parle un peu français, mais pas très bien. Je suis désolé, but let's see if he gets the wall explosion. He does. Kaboom!
God dang. And a sidestep forward for good measure to close out that round. And you see Divine, he's shifting up how he wants to close out rounds. Some rounds he wants to do the lows, like 4 or 5 lows in a row, and then there's some rounds he wants to do like 3 or 4 mids in a row. So that's gonna be super important when he comes down to like the final hit or two. Let's see how Slash deals with them at the wall. He's been getting caught off guard so many times. He's got so many strong tools at the wall, like back 1, the armor. Oh, the neck snap. Okay.
Great setup on that neck snap, just immediately using that as a punish, essentially.
Nice.
So he was sitting on that, ready for his opportunity. He gets heat going, he cranks it up, so brings Divine Exorcist into the desert sun, and he's trying to roast him there, Leapfrog, but gets caught on the Superman punch.
No! Caught him ducking. He thought he's going to do another wall running too, which is that Superman punch. But again, Divine just knows when to make you duck. And now set point to eliminate Slash.
Yeah, and Slash is not going to go quietly, already baiting out some whiffs and punishing them, but gets caught on the crouching jab, gets caught by a throw, and right now he's trying to force him towards the wall, but Slash is not going to let that happen. Gets counter jabbed, back against the wall, another explosion, Leapfrog. This is looking bad.
I think that's all of them on this stage. This is the first time I've seen in a while that every single stage hazard's been used.
Look, if anyone was going to do it, it was Divine Exorcist. Am I right? Especially on Claudio.
Woo! Yeah, especially that. I mean, there's so many moves. All right, slides. As well as like Divine doesn't mind catching that slide because it puts his back to the wall. Got to be careful. One hit here. Oh, he's trying to catch one another back too. Wants that neck. Pause if necessary. Trying to find an opening here. 1+2 throw, not tech. 1 HP. Oh, he jumps over the low.
Set point versus survival point. What an incredibly timed jump leapfrog. Just a beautiful read from Slash, and you see him just trying to keep up with Divine Exorcist in neutral.
Oh, no.
Gives up the first hit of the round, but he's right back at him.
Yeah, it's hard to stay not biased here. It's my brother right here. Oh, gosh. Back three, just got to open him up. Oh, man, another one. DJ Khaled out here. To the wall, spring kick, not paying off. Luckily, he didn't get punished. Caught him with the launch. Got him too greedy.
That was a great way to recover from overcorrecting with that spring kick because he knew where Divine Exorcist was going to be and used it as a way to come up on him, to crowd him. But they're up against the wall now. This is not where you want to be against Claudio. 20 seconds or so left. Slivers of health, set versus survival. Can he do it? Can he avoid elimination?
He got him! He got him! He got him! I can't believe it! I can't believe it. The defense from Slash was paying dividends right there. He ducked and launched last time and now able to tie up this. God dang it!
He's alive! He's alive, and he has rage of his own. This should be it. The Superman punch! The Superman punch! Slash is eliminated! Oh my! It's KingReyJr. It's JoeCrush. It's winners finals here at 9MOONS. Buckle in, everybody.
Yeah, at this point, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me at all if this would be another grand finals match. But here we go. Let's see how Joe opens it up against the Oscar Nation. Ooh.
Especially because KingReyJr. has been so dominant lately, hardly losing more than one tournament since Season 2 dropped, as I said at the start of the stream. Already getting some good pressure on Joe. Joe recovers, sends him back a bit, uses the Gamma Owl. Oh, and now comes Make Some Noise, but it gets sidestepped. Trojan found that out day 2, that is so sidesteppable, and you get a free launch if you sidestep the second one.
He's dead!
Yeah, he just didn't have enough health for that.
Yeah, I was going to say, Gamma Howl 3 does a lot of damage, so it's one of those things, like, it's kind of tough to try to survive that. If he did, though, it definitely would have been KingRey's round, so. Whoa! I've never seen that before. He hit forward 4 into Gamma Howl activation. Dropping the combo, though. Luckily, he still gets the Gamma Howl install, so he can still load it up. That's how you can tell you have it. He's got the glowing G, and he's got the glowing rings around his wrists.
Yeah, beautiful glow, gets him with the particle barrier, puts him on the back foot. He is engaged, tries to sidestep him, but KingReyJr. stays in pursuit. Teal Pin Blast to push him back, and Joe maintains the pressure, takes the second round with that punishing body blow. You know, I don't want to get punched in the liver by a 400-kilogram war robot. Don't blame Asuka for going down.
You know, it's one of those things. You have to be real careful with it. But that forward 2 he did after the heat dash was super important because KingRey actually tried to go for a can setup right there. So you got to make sure you're paying attention. Just when I say that, caught by the down forward 2, make some noise here. Oh boy, he's trying to catch him with the setup. The floor is still active, no longer active. I lied.
I love that. The heat smash into the floor explosion, into this wall combo, into this sheer punishment. JoeCrush can't even get up. That's the round. That's his first round of the set. He keeps himself alive a while longer. And that's the thing with commentating a match between these two. They are so back and forth. They are so familiar with each other's playstyles. You basically don't know what's going to happen.
Ooh, he tried to catch him with the neutral 1+2, but not going to find its mark, though. Got to be careful.
Just keep against the wall.
Look at that. Chip damage and out the wall, too. Gets a clean wall splat. Oh, man. He might be dead. No, 1 HP. Oh, 3 circuits. Not going to be able to get the punish either, though. Ay.
Oh, he doesn't get a chance. There we go. Final round. I am not at all surprised that their first game goes to a final round. Woo! That only seems right.
Hunt Sabaki caught him, son. To the wall. Clean wall splat. Looking for the install, but he is going to get the reset right there. Gets the install back, immediately spends it.
You see JoeCrush trying to restore some range too with this lateral movement and the back steps, and Jackie actually has the best backstep, best backdash in the game when he launches himself back with those piston blasts. So if he wants to zone you out, he can, and he knows how aggressive KingReyJr. is. Breaks out that heat smash, restores some momentum. Oh, That is a
Woo!
really interesting time to pull out a heat smash. What do you think happened there, Leapfrog?
You know, he thought he was going to get a little aggressive, so he's just trying to throw it out. 104, plant the seeds, 1 HP. What is he 2? Just trying to look for it. He's got the install still, no longer has it. Up 4-2, and that's a frame trap. You got to be careful when you try to press there. Even if you try to do a little sidestep move, you could still get the trade off. And JoeCrush taking game 1.
And look, that all came from that early heat smash. He probably made a lot of sense in KingReyJr's head. He was expecting Joe to charge in and try to mog, but that was what left him wide open for the finisher, even though it wasn't the actual final move.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no. Yeah, he tried to go for the muscle armor right there. Just let it rock a little too early as KingRey running with the Tooth Fairy. Caught you ducking. Full charge, son.
Yeah, you don't want to be here against Asuka, especially when KingRey's the pilot. But Jack Gate gets the corner, breaks the throw. KingReyJr back to the wall, but not intimidated. And also got to be careful. Joe has rage if he wants it.
Oh, gosh. You got to be real careful. Can's also a threat. Oh, and he tried to go for his heat smash, but gets floated out, dropping the combo. Uncharacteristic drops from JoeCrush right now. Whoa!
Oh, wow, the anti-air warfare gets to the wall.
Flip that right now. That was intentional up forward 1 to snipe him out of the air. That was incredible.
What a beautiful read from JoeCrush. He knows how KingRey plays so well that he saw that heat smash coming before KingReyJr even thought to do it. He's getting forced towards the wall now, though. And also got to be careful with this Darth Vader costume because the other day at TNS, I believe, JoeCrush accidentally used that item move and lost a game to it. So got to make sure not to get the misinput here.
Gotta be careful. Uh-oh, the throw, going for the low. Nice defense right there. Gotta be careful, though. Install's gone. So forward 1+2 isn't that big of a threat anymore, but he's still, you know, on the table. Forward 4. Yeah, he keeps doing the forward 4 into Gamma activation, so he gets a lot of, you know, the install locked and loaded. Down 1+2. Whoa, he just called it out. He just threw it out, and it is definitely paying off right now. Gotta be careful.
Might be able to... Oh, if
no,
he drops again. Oh, my goodness.
That's not gonna be enough time. Yeah, that's so smart.
It's enough heat time for what JoeCrush needed. Just enough damage to get the time kill on the cusp of going up 2 games to nothing. KingReyJr catches him on the wall. He gets the carry, gets the splat. He continues the pressure. He's changing the levels on JoeCrush to keep him from comfortably defending.
Oh, man. And he's doing a great job of keeping him to the wall. He has tracking options. He's got the lows to really keep him in check. But just when I say that, he's got him to the wall. Oh, he thought he was out of range. Up 3. Got caught out of the air. Get up kicks. Just trying to open him up. Oh, man. Incoming 4-4-2 combos.
Yeah. And
oh, 3 of them, son. Oh, he's not able to find the wall. He got him again. Not a clean wall spot, though. Oh, gosh. Oh, man. He tried to go for the backbreaker. 4-4-2 counter hit. Not enough. Oh, the punch Sabaki. And
great timing on that Sabaki. That's more than the round. That is more than enough. All over 1 Sabaki. Asuka still has a very counter hit, whiff punish heavy style. Still plenty of room. Has the floor ready to blow whenever KingRey needs it. JoeCrush tries to get up careful. He gets the punish. He gets a launch. And KingRey actually tries to stay down to maintain pressure to escape the combo.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my goodness.
Heat smash.
Just jumping around. Oh, luckily he's out of it. Just whiffed off axis. No duck and no heat activation either from KingRey. Now gonna use the heat. Oh, he jumps over him. Oh, shoulder. He could have launched that.
Plenty of time to make up that life lead too. Gets right in Joe's face. Oh my gosh! Final round.
I'm gonna throw up. That was crazy. I can't believe he finished the full string. Got the clean wall spot on top of that. Able to close out that round. Joe get a little too antsy trying to close out that round here. Not able to get pick up again. But now, KingRey in the lead here. Oh, big whiff.
He forces out that whiff, immediately ready with the punish, makes some noise to continue the combo, gets him splatted up against the wall, activates heat, maintains the pressure, gets the shoulder charge. KingReyJr's got no options, can barely get up, activates heat.
Oh man, back 1+2, and to plant the seeds. It's not enough damage, and the full crouch down back 1-1-1-1, son.
Call him a gardener because he's planting seeds and he's fertilizing them with KingReyJr's body.
Oh, man. taking a 2-0 lead right now. Running it back all 3 matches on this stage. Don't want to change, don't care. And gets the pick up here off the forward 4. We got Magic 4 still out here. You just got to find the right character.
I'm a little surprised that KingReyJr did not consider a stage switch going on to random, because this has not really been working out for him. But he has a lot of great rounds, and he does get some good sidewall pressure there. Ooh. So maybe not too surprised.
Okay, plant the seeds again. Full charge back 2, just wants to catch him ducking, but he does catch him moving or pressing or something. Now 1 HP. KingReyJr is going to run up and heat smash? No, he is actually just going to run up and get caught with the low right there. And now,
yeah, Joe's just so good. Okay, that was a normal pause. There was a second where I thought maybe something was wrong, but no, KingReyJr is just scoping him out. He gets the launch off the drop. He gets launched. That's a painful counter, especially when your opponent is this far ahead. JoeCrush makes some noise. He activates heat. He continues the combo, misses the wall by centimeters.
Ooh. That was really dangerous because he was about to get that wall rising 2-4, and if he got that, that would have been wall splat. He had heat. That would have been super dangerous to deal with. Now, no more heat for JoeCrush. How's he want to approach? 1+2 throw, nice tech. Just trying to find an opening here. Caught you moving around. Yeah, big body's always going to get caught by that.
Yeah, just beautiful tracking from KingReyJr, and he's never mentally out of the fight. He's always finding a way. He gets straight through the particle barrier. Immediate punch. Can't quite get to the wall, though. Gets launched in return. He's trying to find a way back. Oh, the drop. The Make Some Noise drop leapfrog.
It might be a change in the way they changed the frame data for that move, and maybe that combo doesn't work anymore. I know for sure it would have worked in season 2.0, but now with the changes of it, it becomes a factor. 2-3. Oh, he's gonna get a free. Make the noise. Go straight into the heat smash again, and now set point for JoeCrush to send KingRey down to losers. 3-0. Nah, couldn't be true.
I will admit that heat smash seems a little silly to me. It shouldn't be as fast as a jab, I think.
10 frames, by the way. But how about this throw? Just as quick. All right.
Beautiful beautiful floor explosion, beautiful wall pressure. Gets the soccer kick, charges up a stock. Heat's there if he wants it, and hasn't taken a hit all round so far. Might change at any moment. There we go. And there we go with the heat activation. There we go with the wall pressure.
Got to be careful here. Can not finding its mark either. He hasn't been finding any luck with the cans, but he gets the trade, and luckily he slipped off the wall, because that would have been deadly. That would have been a big damage combo, but he still gets the forward 4. The Magic 4 should be able to find the wall here. Oh man, guess for game situation, and it's another low, and Joe moving on to grand finals. 3-0 to Pulse's Papilla with the King still going against DrSetups and the Lily.
Of course, we did see DrSetups beat a King player, E2, to get here. So this is not a matchup he should be all that uncomfortable with. Gets caught with the Sabat kick, though, to start the round. Can't break the lariat either. Shades of Stan Hansen.
Okay. And you see him right there. He's just trying to test the water, see if he knows the Lily matchup. That's kind of what... Oh, does know this hop kick, though. But yeah, a lot of Lily players, like when they start off the match, they'll do like the high-low strings or the high-high strings or low-high just to try to see what they're being willing to duck instinctively. Oh, boy.
Oh, breaks the Irish whip, but watch out, watch out, watch out! RKO out of nowhere, leapfrog!
That was sick, man. That was sick.
Beautiful way to end the first round. Tries the muscle armor, but gets sidestepped. Breaks the grab. Backs off a little. Jaguar spin away. He's waiting to see what Feisty's going to do. That's what Doc's going to do. Wall carry. High splat. Keeps him going. Keeps up the punish. And keeps up the pressure. Feisty Rabbit's away. Feisty Rabbit's again.
Yeah,
he's not letting him get up, leapfrog.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, at this point, it's over. That's it. Golly, a perfect here. Tying up 1 round apiece. But yeah, as imagine from last match, I would hope that if Papilla saw it, he could start doing a little bit more tracking options, trying to keep DrSetups in front of him. But just when I say that, trying to press something, gets wall splatted, muscle armor will not save you here.
Yeah,
ooh, could have got a lot bigger punish, but it's okay. Giant swing to the wall. That's just as good of a punish.
That's a very interesting interaction because animation-wise, that does not look like it should have hit the wall, but sidewall is as good as any as far as Giant Swing is concerned. Feisty Rabbit to try to get away from directly in front of Papilla. Keeps the ground pressure going, but this time Papilla sees the sweep coming. Doesn't see enough, though.
Yeah, it's one of those things that, like that move that he blocked right there, that low, I believe it puts her in airborne stance. So you have to do a wall rising forward just to get a float combo, but he still got the answer though. Get a lot of that health back. Try to go for the chain throw right there, and luckily he got that throw break.
Yeah, immediate low pressure too. Tries to side switch. Can't stop the giant swing. This one's not gonna find the wall. Not quite. But are you even a commentator until you've cursed at least one play?
Oh yeah, I've already done like 3 today. So, dang, nerf by the way. That's dead. No, I just fixed it again. Add that to the counter.
Already a final round though, and that was a heck of an exchange to close things out. You know, it's a real sign of how high level this bracket is tonight. That so many games are going to final rounds.
Oh yeah, that's how you know the competition is steep. Everybody's so evenly matched out here. Oh, he tried to go for 3-3-2, but he still got it, and he got him on the wake up. Full charge.
He telegraphed that RKO from miles away, but couldn't stop it. Couldn't get up in a way that was safe. Papilla just kept the pressure on. And again, that shows you how scary the new king is.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And it's one of those things, like, even if he does some Lily stuff, like, if he tries to step, it's tracking. If he tries to do Matterhorn, I think it's considered airborne, and I think he still gets airborne throw out of it. So it's a lose-lose situation. You kind of just need to predict it and try to duck and instinctively launch it. But the way that Papilla's playing, very unpredictable.
Yeah, that is the key thing, but a little too predictable with the giant swings. Immediately follows up with the Shining Wizard to correct that. But Doc is trying to make something happen here. Gets the launch. Oh, but the delayed get up from Papilla throws off his combo leapfrog.
Oh, no, not it. Oh, my God.
Oh, the elbow drop attempt, leapfrog.
That was crazy. Jumping over their head. K-Box. What are they going to do here, dude? Another wall splat.
Yeah, another one, but look at the lateral movement from Feisty Rabbit, from Feisty Doc, from DrSetups.
Oh!
It's gonna go over him, I think. No, it catches him in midair. It catches him in midair.
Not gonna be enough. I know for a fact it's not gonna be enough. He's airborne, didn't take any hits. Okay.
Yeah, not enough. Not enough, but maybe enough to follow up with the alley kick for the kill.
Ooh-wee. Yeah, just run up and do it, I guess. Down forward 2-1. He delayed it so long. Normally it doesn't work on female hitboxes, but because he delayed it for so long, he gets that extra little bit of range. 3-2. Didn't want to finish it just in case he fell off the wall again like last time. No punish. Gotta be careful. Yeah, you gotta get like those back turn like overhead launchers.
Oh, look at that! Beautiful
Finally go with the Matterhorn.
Grab attempt. He saw that coming. He knew Papilla was setting up the grab, knew when to duck, knew how to punish exactly. Uses the Feisty Rabbit to keep up the pressure, to keep Papilla from comfortably figuring out where he's going to be and what direction he's going to continue the Okizeme from.
Down forward 3. The tried and true for Lily players nationwide, son. Gotta love that move. What the hell?
Oh, Jaguar spin away and immediate punish into giant swing. There's no what the here. That is pure king defensive mastery.
I guess, man, this man Papilla is on point right now. Every single time. He could have got the pickup with like a forward 3, but not quick enough. He gets a forward 3 guaranteed there anyways. Running up, doing generics.
DDT'd onto a stone temple floor. I think that'd be the end of the fight right there. Props to Lily for getting up.
Yeah, I was gonna say she got that stone head for sure. Gotta be careful.
Sure she's not Samoan?
Whoa, nice punish. Yeah, if he did the extra alley kick, I think still would have been hop kicked, and I don't think he's got it quick enough to get that mid out. Let's see if DrSetups gonna deal with it. No, out of range, no punish either. The strings. Oh, he stepped it. That might be dead.
KingReyJr. Yeah, that might be. He was in rage territory, so that's probably enough. Oh my goodness, leapfrog.
No.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. He stepped it. He was 1 HP. I for sure thought he was over, but all of a sudden that little step really made all the difference. Caught him with the mid. Didn't believe it though.
That's what people forget. That's why small Tekken is important. It's the little steps, the little counters, the little pokes that add up. It's putting yourself in a position where you can hit and not get hit. It's not all big combos and juggles. It's not just rage arts. It's not just the tombstone pile driver into the chain grab. But it sure helps.
Get up. Oh, he sniped her out of the air. All right.
My goodness.
Let's see how DrSetups deals with it this time. Running Exploder. Not going to find its mark.
Yeah, and also look at how Papilla is creating space. He's backing up enough that those leaping entrances don't catch him. Can't do it forever, though. Gets caught on the wall, and Feisty Doc is just putting himself in front of him. He uses Feisty Rabbit to get around. Oh my goodness.
I can
Blocks
flip
the
too.
block kick.
Oh, he had it. Didn't believe. He got him. He got him.
That's going to get him. You're right.
It's not enough, though. Again, they're both airborne. Every single time they do moves, they wind up putting themselves in the air, and they wind up scaling this ReyJr damage so heavily. All right,
Yeah,
no heat on either side.
Yeah,
Jaguar sprint low. No, jumping elbow not paying off. And the
if he-
slow.
If he didn't go for the jumping elbow there, he absolutely could have won the round and put himself potentially on set point. But that was just playing the clock to that extent is very hard. Oh, Nina. I'm not sure I've ever seen this. And with the Freerin look.
I've seen him a couple times pull out the Nina. I'm wondering why. I think his king looked fine. I think he just got a little antsy to close out that round, but it could be something, you know, a matchup thing. He could think, okay, I maybe want to try to finish out with the Nina here.
Might have something to do with Doc's setups' lateral movement because you already see him creating some interesting wall situations off that.
Yeah, I think you're 100% right. I think it's going to be tracking moves a little bit more just to kind of keep him in check. Because while King does have the tracking options, they aren't as, like, you know, plentiful compared to Nina's.
Yeah, not quite. But right now, not doing a whole... Oh, look at that. Feisty Rabbit over Papilla, who backs off, creates space, immediate counter into the grab. Feisty can't stop it.
He tried to go sidestep too. Luckily, he didn't get launched. The parry! Not enough. Oh, the low sweep, the feet out from underneath him. That was super dangerous call out right there for Papilla, but he knew he wasn't going to duck. Real smart. Into the heat, engage.
Yeah, this is absolutely making the switch to Nina make
Got him again!
He wanted the parry options. He wanted these lateral movement options. He wanted the launch. He didn't want his gameplay to be quite so heavily reliant on heat and the sprint and the grabs.
And now he's just catching him pressing to the wall.
Yeah,
Gotta be careful.
sidestep though.
No. Tried to catch him, try to duck that high string, but he went for the mid follow up, and luckily he was just along the wall, so he was able to get that clean wall slap.
Yeah, very, very clean. And you see him backing off. He's maybe giving a little too much room. Breaks the grab. Backs off again a little into the level changes. Oh, my goodness. The punish. Not quite the full enchilada with the blonde bomb. But running out of time.
He got him again!
He got
him! He jumped over the low the last time. He just did it again. And now set point here for Papilla with the unorthodox Nina Williams after the king.
The pick is seriously paying off. I do think that he was starting to feel like DrSetups had figured out his fighting style. Oh, can't stop the grab, though. Has heat still going. Last embers of it flicker out.
Ooh, I got chain throws on this character, too. Bow, give me that
true.
neck.
I think people forget about Nina's chain throws.
Yeah, Anna's got them, too. Both of the Williams sisters.
Makes sense. They do have that whole Aikido thing going on. Right now, getting up against the wall, tries to back off and away from DrSetups' pressure. Sets up the grab, the floor explosion. That's going to do it, Leapfrog.
3 rounds straight here in the third game. GG's for sure. Papilla eliminating.
About Claudio's lateral movement options, because King can be pretty linear once the pain train starts. Oh, that's interesting. Is that a Geese Howard? I think that's Geese Howard.
He's got the crown on. It's just hilarious.
The crown's supposed to be like blonde hair, and then he's got the kimono.
Makes sense. I gotta make my own then. Woo,
I guess
nice muscle armor.
Oh yeah, great muscle armor, and snaps us right out of it.
Uh-oh. Got a guess for game here. Yeah, that's a 1 break, so he was definitely going for the most damage.
Yeah, absolutely trying for the chain there, and that's not going to work on Divine Exorcist, who backs off a little, only to immediately come back in. Uses that knee to break up Papilla's offensive pressure. Yeah, the hop kick's not going to work on him, but this giant swing will. Don't think it's going to find the wall. Not quite.
Yeah, you got to be careful here. Yeah, I was just going to say he's got Starburst, so it's one of those things that it becomes a threat in progress. He had the forward 2, didn't believe. Back 3-3. Just opening him up here. Coming down to the final 10 seconds. Muscle armor. He had it. What are we doing? You had it.
Parry. That low parry sealed the deal, and you're right. Papilla had that round 1. That, you know, the Tekken gods were not smiling tonight because that is a round that should not have gone the way it did. Papilla taking the fight to him right now.
Yeah, so when you're playing King, you have a couple different options for approach. And when you have the forward 2-1, like, oh, that's down forward 2-1. But if you do forward 2-1, you could do the mid version. If you get the second hit, the mid version, the third hit's guaranteed. And he got the second hit, could have got a guaranteed launch, but he's still going to get this guaranteed wall damage off the giant swing. Now in heat, got to be careful. 3-2-2. No, he's just going to do the first 2 hits. Got to be careful. Now, Divine spending his own heat, trying to battle back.
Yeah, great job battling back to, about to carry him through the stage, close to the other wall, gets him splatted
Ow!
low. Is he gonna let him get up? He does, but it goes
K-Ball!
right through the wall. Straight through the wall, leapfrog, and gets another carry against another wall. This is pure Claudio in action.
What do we have? What happened, dude? It looked like it was totally Papilla's round, and Divine just completely turned it upside down.
Look, if you're a player of this high level, you are used to fighting some of the best players in the world, and you know how to steal your turn back.
Yeah, you got to, especially with heat involved. I mean, you got that one little mid check, turn that 12 frame into a big launcher, and just turn it into a complete turnaround of a round.
Oh, yeah, and also, you know, just letting him get you up to against that wall. Claudio has the most dangerous wall pressure in the game, arguably. So, if Papilla gets into that deep water with Divine Exorcist, he's in there with a shark.
23, trying to step it, but again, Divine just when he's doing these wall running moves, he's running at him for so long that he makes it. Oh, he lost Starburst, and he's got up into the unblockable.
Oh,
Oh my gosh!
Kick into the Sabat, his back's up against the wall. They both have rage. We'll see if he gets a chance to use it. Superman punches out of it.
Gotta be careful. Nice step.
Nice step, Superman punch.
Woo. All right, still alive. Papilla still fighting back. You see lateral movement becoming a factor too. Yeah, because those Superman punches super linear. So if you're walking at the right time, you'll catch people off guard.
Yeah, and Divine Exorcist does have a habit of round start Superman punches, so no surprise that Papilla is wary of them. Oh, misses the grab. That might be Divine Exorcist's chance.
Oh, man, that's super unfortunate. Yeah, he gets a guaranteed crouch throw, but he actually misinputted, and then because Divine was trying to retaliate with his own, throw break, he wound up getting a throw himself. And at the wall, that will wall splat, breaking it up. He's got install still. Luckily, he slipped off because of the sidewall, and the side step 4 is enough to close out that round here.
Yeah, that is no surprise. That was classic Claudio gameplay. And, of course, we are still in first to 3 territory thanks to the new Tekken World Tour rules. So plenty of Tekken left to play. Plenty of chances for Papilla to get back in this.
Like I said, I hope he stays on. Okay, good. Yeah, and this is a loser semis, so we're, per the TWT rules, this is first to 3, so... Papilla's got another game he could play around with the king, and if he doesn't like it, he always has the Nina as his backup in the pocket.
Yeah, but hard to say no to that kind of damage, especially against a character like Claudio. Gets the... Oh, it's broken! Giant swing broken, tries to muscle armor, tries to hop kick, but Divine Exorcist is wise to him.
Yeah, he's getting real lucky he's not getting punished for these hop kicks. Oh, and he didn't get the punish quick enough. Yeah, when he muscle arms that Superman punch, you gotta be a little quick because he's got very fast recovery frames. Oh, yeah, he actually outranged that. What? And that's going to break the wall? No, not close enough.
No, it didn't get him spotted up against it. And what you see there is Papilla knowing to control the space because he knows about those Superman punches. But it's hard to do much when Divine Exorcist has you up against the wall.
I just did the straight up Guardian of Galaxies. I said Star-Lord. I said, what? I did not know that they changed that into a wall splat now. That's really crazy. Yeah. He has so many wall splat moves that are so good. That one included.
I mean, his game plan is built around the wall in a lot of respects, so I'm not totally surprised. Gets the high splat, gets the wall break, carries on the pressure, doesn't even let Papilla get up. Out comes the heat, but he's bullied back again, and something about pressing on the controller. All right,
it seemed like that was Papilla's button, or Papilla's controller for a second. It's like, hey man, is your controller on? Are you pressing anything? Are you blocking? Down 4-2-1 though. Counter hit. Oh man, why didn't you just... I don't know why he went to the back turn there after the down 4-3. Gotta be careful. Giant swing. If this finds the wall, he's dead. It does! I thought it was out of range, and so did Divine, but damn, I got too far ahead of myself. My bad. I thought it was final round. We were going downstairs. I got excited.
These two are playing so fast you can't blame them. And consistent great use of that get back shove from Papilla to create space, to create punishment opportunities, to simply throw his opponents off their mental game. Eats the low for the trouble, but that was the first damage Divine Exorcist has done tonight. Well, not tonight, but this game. Round.
Right, you know what I mean? I know what you mean. K-Vox, he's doing a great job right now, putting him into the corner with that throw, and he caught him ducking. Oh, yes. Starburst recharged. Big damage.
Yeah. Lots of damage. Oh, that looked like he caught him trying to spring up.
Yeah, he probably tried to do the unique King get up. He's got the twirling spring kick. Nice duck, no launch though.
Oh, can't duck under that. Good lows, good use of the jab.
Oh.
But look at Divine Exorcist picking his moment to get ahead of the game.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw right there. He tried to do a quick little parry, but that was crazy.
Yeah.
That's some Nina gameplay right there.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Though. Dude, come on! Oh my God.
Oh.
Dude, Papilla is crazy. Dude, he does it again! I can't believe I'm surprised he's not going for any type of throws right there, but he's gonna go
chain this?
throw. Uh-oh.
He gets the chain, he starts
Does he get
another
it,
link. Is he going for the full chain? He is!
Okay.
Oh, it's broken!
Yeah, he keeps going for the most damaging option, but those ones are usually broken with the one throw, so as long as you're mashing one or holding down one, you'll be able to tech those every time. And he ducks the Superman punch again! Heat smash! Not enough.
Look, this run has been a case in point about player habits and learning how to condition your opponent. Papilla knows those long-range entries, especially the Superman punch, are coming, so he kept setting up the muscle armor. And conversely, Divine Exorcist knows Papilla will always go for the most damaging chain throw option, which meant he was already mashing.
Yeah, you see right there. I was just saying, like, why is he not doing throws? Even though Claudio doesn't have a throw game mix, it's one of those things, if you catch the king pressing it into the muscle armor or doing muscle armor, you can throw him and it's guaranteed. You can't tech it.
Yeah, right now, no tech in that Jaguar bomb either. It's looking like Papilla's on his way to tie up the set. Doesn't follow up the alley kick, but doesn't need to. Papilla's been a breed apart. Second, something like that. 6th of a second, rather. And oh, wow, Divine Exorcist does have the Eddie, so I'm not totally surprised. But it is interesting to see him bring him out here.
I wonder why. I guess, like I said, I was saying how I favor that King matchup against Claudio than anything. But to go to the Eddie, I mean, kind of interesting. Still can't tech that giant swing, though. Is that going to find the wall? No, luckily it's just out of range.
No. Yeah, just out of range. Not throwing into the Tekken 4 soldiers in the stands either. Oh, but don't get distracted by them because he's up against the wall. Irish gets into it.
Luckily, it wasn't close enough to get that clean wall splat because I would have been dead for sure. Crouch jab, not paying off. Floats him out of the air, not able to get the pickup. But he isn't going to get the one this time with the bound combo.
Oh,
relax 2-4.
You know, it seems like Divine Exorcist might not be fully comfortable here because he's dropping a lot. He's whiffing a lot. Some of this is just to keep Papilla on the back foot, but he's throwing attacks into air a lot, too.
Yeah, and 3 seconds. No, he did it again!
Exact same mistake.
And I'll try 9MOON. This cat is fiending for attention right now, just like we're fiending for this combo damage. But you made a really good point of like when people start to play like their off character, like the secondary characters, when certain like random situations happen where he gets a random float or he gets a random launch like that, you got to be able to know exactly what move to use. And when you're playing all these different characters, you have these different moves. You may not be 100% sure what move to use in certain situations, but he knows exactly when to duck because Papilla ducking the sweep, immediately getting the launch, and that's going to be the round. Bow.
Absolutely going to be the round, and that is just going to be pain for Divine Exorcist. It's not like he's never played this Eddie before. He is pretty good with it. You can see that he has Tekken King with it, but he just is relying on a lot of habits that weren't really suited to this character, that they're part of his main.
All right. Yeah, he's doing a lot of wall running moves, so let's see how he's going to do it. He caught him ducking. Luckily, it wasn't close enough to get that wall splat, but he is going to get one off the throw. No, not close enough again. He gets him pressing. And he lost his feet, too? Oh, no. This is going to be pretty bad. Papilla could definitely make this comeback right here.
He absolutely could. Loses heat. He has all that drive meter. I was commentating SF6 yesterday. All that great health back. Has the RK out of nowhere.
No! Yeah, good launch.
Comeback denied.
Yeah, it was one of those things. Eddie actually does have a faster wall rising launcher, so he can launch, 4-4 neutral too. Good call out for him. Maybe that's what he wanted to do. He was like, go ahead and do your 4-4 neutral too. I dare you.
Oh, definitely what he's going to try to do. He tries to keep him up against that wall. This is where he's comfortable with the wall pressure. Not quite as oppressive on Eddie, though. Papilla spins back and away. Gets him up against another wall. More sidewall pressure. Jaguar sprints away. He's used to these wild running entries from Divine Exorcist, so he's trying to bait one out, I think.
Oh. Whoa! He was expecting a little 10-frame punish, but instead he gets this giant swing. Oh, just sprinting at him. I don't care.
Good timing, too. Good timing on the sprint. Good timing on the pile driver. Gonna chain it into post and grab. Oh,
Oh,
that
trying to
is
catch
so
him ducking.
painful. Yeah, and Divine
Forward
X
for
is
Ninja 2,
running
ducked
low on
again
heat.
and launched.
Mm-hmm.
With the wall combo, should be dead. No, already used Tornado, but it's okay. We got sidestep 3+4. And just like that, Divine taking a 2-1 lead. Semis, everything's first to 3. And now, you want to talk about getting thrown off. Divine on the Eddie Gordo and Papilla on Nina Williams.
Yeah, Himmel the hero wouldn't use a gun, that's for sure.
All right, let's see if they deal with the characters appropriately. Heat activation gets the bound combo to the wall.
All I know is that my references are pearls before swine here.
Ooh, he's spitting on it.
Alright, keeps him back. No real, not as much offensive pressure. Papilla's not going to turn out as much sheer damage with Nina. Alright, stuck against the wall, though. This is familiar territory for Divine Exorcist. Can't quite follow it all the way through. Peppy is on his feet, trying to track the spinning and the dodging and the weaving. He's back against the wall again.
Oh, boy, nice counter confirmation. 15 seconds,
Okay.
no heat on either side. Still got one stack on the Gordo. Oh, boy, sidestep through those 4 this time, and he ducks the string. And this is not going to kill, but I don't think he'll have enough time to actually be able to make the comeback here.
No, not at all. Can't do a whole lot in 2 seconds. Or in 20, really, against somebody playing like Divine X is right now.
Whoa!
I
thought he
actually,
was in handstand.
if you look at how Divine X is playing, I'm wondering if the Papilla switch to Nina was partly motivated by an attempt to better shut down the side steps and the laterals and the spinning, because there are slightly better tracking options.
More than likely. It wouldn't surprise me at all. It also could be a thing like they try to oh boy. Maybe they're trying to throw different characters at each other, because I mean they play each other a lot. They're both Mexican natives. So maybe they just trying to, prepare for the unexpected.
Mr. Leapfrog. All Mexicans know each other.
I'm about to get
It's not
canceled
like
for
it's a
that
country
one.
of millions of people or anything.
Yeah, like I said, I'm about to get canceled for this one.
But speaking of canceling, that momentum from Papilla is canceled. Gets the command grab, gets the damage, gets him up against the wall, keeps him there, not letting him up, splatting him again, clean counter. Gets launched for a moment, but he still has heat. He has stocks. He has the handstand. He has the pressure. Papilla gets heat now.
Okay, fighting back here. No heat. Gotta do it in 30 seconds though. Armor, perfect time. The low mid. Yeah, he ducked the lows to try to punish, but he wound up getting caught by the mid. And now set point here for Divine Exorcist to eliminate Papilla. And he's doing a great job. He instinctively flash ducked that string. Didn't even swing into it, but it maybe tried to step or something and wind up still getting launched.
Yeah, and that's not where you want to be. Not with Divine Exorcist on set point. So good. Gets the wall blast. Continues the punishment. Doesn't drop for a moment. Does now. Eats the spring kick. Not sure it's going to be enough from Papilla. He gets the sweep. He has heat active. Both of them do. And Divine Exorcist is about to run out. He's about to burn out the stove.
Gotta be careful here. Back to the wall. 1+2 throw. Put him in the corner. Blonde bomb not paying off. And the clean wall splat. Not enough damage, but it's going to put him in dangerously low. Just doing down forward 1 checks all day long into the low when you least expect it. And Divine's going to take it with the unorthodox Eddie Gordo. It was on the line. You succeeded.
Yeah, we'll see how it lines up. Usually, I believe KingReyJr is ahead in this head-to-head matchup. I don't have all the data in front of me of every match they've ever played, but usually when we see them on an online bracket, KingReyJr comes out on top. Right now, Divine Exorcist wants to break that curse, goes back to the Claudio for this one. Understandable. Stick with what you're comfortable with, at least to start out.
Yeah, definitely. I think this is going to kind of be what they run. I don't think I'm going to see a King Paul Jr. anytime soon. I know he does have a really strong Paul. I would wish for it, but if there was ever a time you want to go Paul, is definitely against Claudio. I think Paul against Claudio is probably one of the best matchups.
Did they fix that bug yet?
Yes. In the emergency patch.
Thank goodness, because I was about to be like, I don't think he should be pulling out Paul right now.
Speaking of emergency patches, we need emergency buff, because right there, that was a clean round for Divine.
Absolute
Cape over the face, dude.
I love that the cape has physics. I mean, come on. How can you not be charmed by that?
That is hilarious. When you're at the wall doing a combo, it's like, bro, I don't even need to see. I can just throw this combo out and I know it's going to hit.
Yes.
I never miss.
Midair. Back to the wall. This is not where, ironically, this isn't where Claudio wants to be. Tries a bit of a hop kick, can't get it. Heat's active, has Starburst, not going to get much of a chance to use it. KingReyJr. Heat smashes, it's blocked.
Oh, guaranteed follow-up with everything installed. Oh, caught him with the Starburst. Should be able to find the wall
on his head.
He's doing breakdance moves right now. Double shoulder, 92 damage for that combo, son, and a clean 2 rounds here for Divine. But this is exactly how it started for KingRey last time. He got 3-0'd in the same exact stage, too, oddly enough.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I dropped some Marvel Rivals knowledge on y'all.
What does that have to do with Marvel Rivals?
I don't know. I dropped some Ultimate voice lines.
Okay, all right. Well, speaking of Ultimate, this is Ultimate Shutdown gameplay as Claudio's got him up against the wall. Divine Exorcist lets him go, though, gets splatted, gets the spring kick, trying to bully KingRey into the corner, gets his back up against the wall, but having a hard time closing in and sealing the deal.
Oh, boy. Trying to do inner strength. The Punch Sabaki gonna get ducked. So smart. That was so smart. He knew the Punch Sabaki was going to come out right there. He does it almost every single time after the inner strength just to get you pressing. 10 seconds. No heat on either side. No install on either side. Doesn't even need it. Just run in with the 3 rounds straight here.
You don't see a no-round Brown on KingReyJr. very often. Even in games where he loses, usually he gets at least 1. So Divine Exorcist really in good form, and I'm interested in seeing what KingReyJr. does differently coming up.
I mean, this is exactly how it started on Winter Semifinals. Winter Semifinals. Oh my gosh, nice duck on the down 1+2, immediately launching. Yeah, you don't get one of the stagger animations off that low, but it's still launch punishable. But yeah, the same start, same stage, running back, Turbo.
All right, running back indeed, and KingReyJr. forcing him back away from the wall, gets Divine Exorcist into the center of the stage, looking for opportunities to whiff punish, to turtle up, to use some of those Sabakis, gets a counter going, gets a good punish, auditions for Osaka Gamba with that kick, and right now you see him just walking Divine Exorcist down.
Look at that, the patience for each other, the respect to dash up and do nothing. It's like, I know you're not going to press anything. I know you're not going to press anything.
Oh, the sidestep from Divine Exorcist.
Gotta be careful. 10 seconds left. KingRey activating heat. Engage.
I've said it before, but I love how people are claiming there's no defense in this game when this game in particular has been all defense.
Yeah, good try right there. You try to catch him pressing right there. 1 second left. Not much you can do. At that point, Divine's just going to play defensively. And another duck and launch. The defense, it's holding strong right now for Divine. To the wall we go.
All right, gets him up against the wall, gets the splat, carries him down, continues the combo, tracks him on the get-up, but can't stop the cartwheel.
Can't stop, won't stop. Gotta be careful. While Rising 4 trying to open him up. Heat smash, incoming.
For the heat engage. Oh my gosh, here's the heat smash you were talking about. You called that shot, Leapfrog. Blocks the hop kick, doesn't
I can see the future. I played these games before. I've had numerous run-ins with both of these players. They're both super competitive.
Well, I know you the lottery numbers, that's for sure.
Oh, 100%. Damn, that clean wall splats too? Bro, that's
apparently.
Crazy.
All right, gets him juggled up against the wall, and now he takes the first round of the set.
That was gonna be a side wall splat, but because he did that little side step to adjust in between the combo, he was able to get that clean wall splat and close out the round.
Yeah, right now you get the heat activation, you get the Oserva, but right now KingReyJr. is bullying him back. He's got him up against the wall. He gets the splat. That's going to be enough for the kill as he comes active. That is going to continue into the KO. Divine Exorcist just goes down very, very quickly there. And that's part of the thing with KingReyJr. If you can't stuff him and keep him from pressing buttons, he will run over you very fast.
Oh, 100%. You see right there, and that's why he's doing so many lows consecutively, just trying to keep him in check. And then now when you want to try to press, here's an armor for the troubles.
Great use of the hop kick there to try to close the distance. The cartwheel kicks there to stop him. Gets him launched, keeps him going. Drops the combo for a second, follows up with heat, carries him to the fence. High splat!
Oh, he gets a guaranteed. No! Yeah, he normally gets a guaranteed follow-up right there, but he was actually trying to go for another mix-up that would have killed, so Divine instinctively had to get up and try to, block. Wasn't going to be enough right there.
You know, if I'm Asuka, I don't want to wear that whole leather getup onto a beach. That sand must be horrible to get out of it.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, that's gonna be a pain. I don't like sand in anything. Even when I go to the beach, I'm like, man, I hate to get
It's
sand
rough,
all the
it's
sandals.
irritating, it gets everywhere.
Yeah, you already know, K-Box.
If you know, you know.
Side step 2. Put him back on the wall.
Blinds him with the cape in his face. It would
Dude,
be
that
wild
is
if they
crazy.
did.
Look at the plus frames. You gotta
Oh,
hold
great.
that. Oh, he almost got the side step 2. He should have let it rock.
Should have,
Divine
could have,
battling
would
back.
have. Yep, battles back. They are going into a bit of neutral gameplay here. Catches him on the sidestep attempt. Tries for a hop kick. Not going to get it. Gets the low. Backs off a little. They're trading lows now. Leapfrog ducks under the Superman punch. Gets a good jab. Breaks the grab.
Ow!
Oh! Whoa!
Yeah, that was smart. So he thought the low was going to come out, but he canceled it. And even though he canceled, he's already got caught by the hop kick. But he's also going to get hit by this down forward too. Nice sidestep. The lateral movement becoming a factor here.
Both of them pulling it out. You see it from Divine Exorcist. He gets caught trying, gets the elbow down there. He's backing up towards the wall a little, watching for what KingRey's gonna do. Blocks with the cape. I know that's not literally what happened, but sure what it looks like. Heat's active for both of them now.
Ooh, try to catch him ducking. Luckily he doesn't. Oh, no punish. Could have got at least a 10 frame there. Luckily, escaping without a scratch. 2-1-2. Luckily he was a little out of those range of the wall. Gotta be careful. Instant Superman punch. 20 seconds left. No,
that's
try to duck.
Not a lot of time to make up this kind of health. Not against defense like KingReyJr's. Seals the deal with a low. We've got another tie game.
All right, tying it up here. 1 round apiece, 1 game apiece. That's how you know we're playing legit.
Yeah, we're going to be here for a while, Check. Get comfy, maybe burn around on getting some water, stretching, because this is going to go the distance, probably. Not if Divine Exorcist has a boat, though. Not with these hop kicks.
Yeah, slowing time down with the eyes of Agamotto. Oh, boy. Back 1 barrage, baby. Ducking the low, but he armors through. Yes, sir. I seen that come from a mile away, and Divine taking the lead here in the 3rd game.
Yeah, but that doesn't seem very believable if you ask me, because these two are on such similar levels. The only thing that's keeping KingReyJr out of TWT events is travel budget.
Let's see, he's gonna find this budget right here. Pretty decent prize pull on the line here for these competitors. Armors through the last hit. Don't care.
Yep, has heat going, uses a smash to burn it up. He has him turtled up against the wall, tries to keep him from pressing buttons, blocks 2 Superman punches in a row. He's got on the defensive. Can! Call it Campbell's, because that's the can factory. Making like Orpheus charges up, but let's go early.
See what he's gonna do here. 10 seconds on the clock. Gotta be careful here. Caught him with the starburst.
Oh, now his health's too low. Now Divine Exorcist can time him out.
Oh, he could have did a can. He's got to run up and do something. He's running out of time.
Not enough time. 2 games to 1.
Man, and you know what the crazy thing is? If that low had connected, I think he might have been actually been able to sneak away with that round. But because he tech rolled, it wound up whiffing. He knew at that point he was just going to tech roll just to make sure it whiffs. And now we're going to a potential game point here for Divine.
Now you're on the verge of eliminating one of the big 4. Divine Exorcist about to get the run back on the person who put him down here in losers. Just trying to keep playing his game, keep calm and methodical, and shut KingReyJr down.
Woo! He's doing a great job at doing it. Just playing the offense effectively. And you really need to do a good job of exactly what Divine's doing. You have to do a good balance of defensive composure, especially when she's in heat and she's got the plus range. But you also got to make sure you're checking her, not letting her get away with free stuff.
You're also seeing a lot of lows coming out for Divine Exorcist. A lot of low pokes, a lot of sweeps, a lot of just keeping KingReyJr's feet from planting.
Planted.
Oh, yes, and speaking of getting planted, getting juggled and tossed into the air, and that life lead is gone. What Divine Exorcist was carefully building up, now he's not going to have it. The tech rolls away. That's going to do it now. Another timeout.
Super smart. These guys are playing super good on defense. It's just one of those things, like, he runs out of time, and he kind of has to go for these big, go home or go broke situations.
Go home or go broke. When you gamble too much at the casino, I'm picking up what you're putting down. And right now, what's being picked up is the pieces of KingReyJr's game plan. He's stuck up against the wall, activates Heat, but the Philly Shell's still active for Divine Exorcist. Keeps him up against the wall, gets sent down, gets caught on the tech roll. Superman punches straight back in. You see a little more aggression this round from Divine Exorcist.
I think KingRey's doing a really good job at positioning just when I say that. Immediate sidestep, down 4-2. Again, nice duck on the wall running 1+2. Trying to find an opening. And yes, he called it out. Finally ducking the Superman punch and getting the right punish there. Tying it up here, 4th game.
If I can pick at anything in Divine Exorcist's playstyle, he does go to that Superman punch a bit too often. You see this come up a lot in his matches with Peeling, where Peeling's really gotten the timing of his punches down.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things, like, it's his best approach tool. You see right there, he did it again.
Yeah, I mean, to an extent, this is inevitable. This is like, okay, if all you have is a hammer, everything's a nail. But if you're not careful, you get players like KingReyJr here who really figure out the timing.
You get real careful, though, as you smash your thumb in. Just when I say that, no heat on either side right here. Playing it slow again. The defensive composure between the both of them right now.
Yeah, we'll see if that holds for long, though, because KingReyJr is a bit behind on life. Doesn't want to get timed out again. Not gonna now.
Oh, gosh. Gotta be careful. 10 seconds.
10 seconds
Rage
left.
on the table. No duck from Divine.
Oh, no
Wasn't
openings
clean.
either. Gets another low.
And he delayed it again.
He's about to eliminate KingReyJr, Leapfrog.
He delayed it again. He knew the time was starting to run out, and he had to get desperate to try to press in those final few seconds. But again, Divine closing out with another back 3. Bravo.
You know, I've brought this up a few times tonight, but it's wild that Divine Exorcist is getting so much work out of careful blocking in small Tekken, and the community was telling me that that doesn't exist in Tekken anymore.
Yeah, it's very rare to see it in both of them. That's why we have so many timeout situations, because of how well they're playing defensively. But I don't think we're going to be seeing a timeout situation right now, because they're going down to the final 30 seconds, and they're both below half HP.
Both below half, and KingReyJr's not been getting a lot of effective offense in Leapfrog. Backing off away, he's trying to get in on Divine Exorcist, get some good Oki going, but he's caught on the hop kick, blocks the Superman punch, takes the grab, 13 seconds left. Rage Art catches him pressing Leapfrog.
I can't believe it. He tried to go for back 3 again, but finally KingReyJr Jr. coming out to play. Is that going to be enough? Yes, it is. Final round, game 4. Survival point and set point. You said it, K-Box. Let's go.
Right now, this is where all the marbles are laying in the aggressive start from KingReyJr and Divine Exorcist in immediate evidence. KingReyJr's backing him off towards the wall, trying to get some pressure going. The heat comes out for Divine Exorcist first. Now for KingReyJr. Tries to step around, but KingRey tracks him, keeps him down. The Oki's there, the setups are there. Gets sidestepped, but Divine Exorcist doesn't press.
Yeah, the patience right now. Armors through the back 3. I don't care what follow-up you got. You're still going down. Swinging for the fences right now. Floats him out of the air with the wall running 3. Should be able to find the wall here.
It does find the wall, and this is not where you want to be. This is such a bad situation. So much pressure. The rage is there for KingReyJr. A sliver of health. Is this going to be it? What? Oh, that gray health's coming back slowly. Surely knocked down.
I can't believe it. The clutch.
We're going into a final game, Leapfrog. What did I tell you? I called that this was going the distance.
Oh my goodness! The King Clutch Jr. himself taking us to a final game, running it back all the way. My favorite stage. Let's go.
Oh my goodness, just the amount of Tekken they've played. You gotta wonder if one of these two is gonna start to get tired, because I can already feel the load on my central nervous system just from processing all of that, let alone being the guy in the chair having to actually execute.
Yeah, it comes down to wire. There's so many opportunities that he could have been able to try to close out that round right there, but the clutch himself, the clutching, he was born with it. His father gave it to him.
Yeah, and by the time he saw a non-clutch situation, it was nothing but blinding. And right now, blocks inside the hop kicks, gets a juggle going. This might not find any walls, doesn't need to. Gotta be careful though. Divine Exorcist does have rage in his pocket. The Sabaki! The Sabaki!
That works? Dude.
It works.
This man throwing tech up I didn't even know existed. I'm telling you, both these players playing at an absurd level. The yeehaw down back 1+2 finding its mark.
All right.
They're duking it out now. The patience, the defense. Nice duck.
Great wall pressure. Good
Get
shoulder
up!
work. Oh, gets up. You're right. He does get up. The heat, the rage art is there. So is the heat for KingReyJr.
Yeah!
Tied game. This is going to get to a final round, isn't it?
I
This
just
is getting
know it, dude.
ridiculous. Yeah.
K-Box, you already know what's about to go down, dude.
I feel it in my old commentator bones as they size each other up. We've got another one of these patient exchanges where neither of them pressing.
Low parry.
Low parry into hop kick.
All right, trying to look for the wall. I don't know if he's gonna find it, even with the 2-1-2. Yeah, just a little too far. Oh
Just
man,
barely.
inner strength finding its mark.
Gotta be careful though, because that heat is there for Divine Exorcist. He can turn this around. Gets the spring kick to get up, but he's caught in Asuka's vortex. Eats the heat smash. He's forcing him
Three
back.
again.
A lot
Gotta
of
be
pressure.
careful. Punch Sabaki is definitely a factor again.
Both of them know that they are 2 rounds away from being eliminated, and that has to be so much pressure. 15 seconds left. Oh my goodness, the rage art!
Not gonna be enough. He did an immediate rage art, so it's not gonna scale as much, but either way, he's still in survival position. Coming down to the final 10 seconds again.
That's so much health. Yeah, I don't see KingReyJr. being able to whittle all that down in 8 seconds. Not gonna do it. Claudio on Divine Exorcist is gonna be the first to set point.
Set point again here. Let's see what he's got to do to try to close out this set. He wants the run back. Jose! Nice duck! He got a little too greedy, trying to go for the down 4-3. Immediately getting ducked. Should be able to find the wall here.
Not quite. Falls just short, but the follow-up gets him splatted. The pressure's there. Heat activation's there. Keeps him backing up. Keeps him turtling. The jabs launch him, though. Gets that sidewall pressure into heat engaged. He'll service there. Back up against the wall, though. Misses! The heat smash missed leapfrog.
I don't understand. That should have worked. Back one. Clean wall splat.
Oh,
boy. Another down one +2. Caught him ducking. Oh, he tried to choke it out. Ah! Careful of the orbital kick. That orbital kick will be doing big damage right now.
You see him fishing for a low, for a little poke that can finish it. Final round, leapfrog. What did I tell you?
I'm telling you right, man. You said it from the beginning. Back and forth action right here.
Hope everybody in chat's comfortable, and I hope you're all enjoying this Tekken action as much as we are. Heat comes out for both of them, gets to juggle.
The punch Sabaki again! Who's going to take it and move on to grand finals?
Hard to tell at this juncture. We've seen them both turn things around in a fraction of a second. Tries for the side step. He's getting hop kicked. He doesn't get launched to the wall. Gets dropped. Goes for the cartwheel. Oh, this is bad. He gets caught a little.
He could have got a charge up. Split there. Gotta be careful.
He could have.
Oh, Superman punch again.
One interaction away. That's gonna. Has rage. Yeah, he has rage. He has patience. He has the wall.
It's not guaranteed.
He eliminated him. He eliminated KingReyJr. Leapfrog. The final round at the final possible hurdle. One interaction away.
That final interaction right there for KingRey, but either way, Divine's definitely going to be taking that one to heart because he's going to be moving on here into grand finals. Like you said, got to beat him 6 times here. He's got to reset the bracket coming from losers. But grand finals here at 9MOONS game and Tekken 8 tournament. Let's go.
Gets in on JoeCrush pretty quickly. Ducks under that grab. Not intimidated by the flex or the particle barrier. He's staying in the pocket with Joe, who's wasting a lot of time flexing. He uses that particle barrier. Good lateral movement and ducks from Divine Exorcist. But he does get his first big launch of the game.
Woo, boy. Yeah, already starting off strong. Trying to step around. He wound up getting caught by the 3+4 particle barrier. Charging in.
Wow. I was telling you about those ducks. They are already in evidence. They're already all in a row, you could say. Oh, he tried to pluck him out of the air, but Divine Exorcist wasn't going to go for a leap.
Yeah, you got to be careful because that like that down forward 2-1 string, you have to. The only time that up forward 1 really works is when somebody's in the sky or if you hit him with the down forward 2. So at that point, he fully believed he was going to get that whiff punish.
Already running out of time, too. You see the Rage Art coming out. Not going to catch him. Pressing. The kick is up there. The Superman punch seals the deal. Not every day you see JoeCrush drop the first round of a match.
Oh, yeah. But he's got plenty of rounds to go here. Being on winner's side, you have the comfort of, if you wind up losing a set, you have another 3 just in case.
Yeah, he does have so much tether, and this is an incredibly dominant player, even as we see him get low parried, and as we see this carry that's not quite going to reach the wall. He's the winningest player ever to enter TNS. He is on top in Breakout, one of the winningest players there. Paragon, they have signed the man for a reason. He lights the stage on fire everywhere he goes, and he didn't make top 8 at Texas Showdown, but you know who he beat? Sonic Fox.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Full string gonna get punished. Divine knows exactly what punish to do. Wall rising 2-1. Got him, son. Yeah, he's did so many lows they forced him to duck in that instance, and because of that, he gets the round.
Yeah, gets the armor through it, tries to charge up, but Divine Exorcist is going to delay his get up to not be in any danger. He backs off a little, gets the low parry, has another launch leapfrog.
All right, not too shabby. You can definitely tell he's ready for the low defense.
Yes,
and that's
absolutely.
something you have to pay attention to. Jack has one of the better lows in the game, and there you see it, the make some noise clap. Gonna get armor through.
Yeah, you were talking about that at the beginning of the stream, how they added it so you could armor through that.
Oh, try to flex through it. He's still got the install. You gotta be careful.
Turning into a bit of a battle of lows here. Leapfrog, and the Paradoxical barrier comes out. Not gonna do any good. Tries to charge in, sets up, makes some noise. Gets sidestepped!
Luckily didn't get anything for it.
Not really,
no. But... Nice! Good call out. That was such a good read right there from Divine. And because he does that, he gets the round. So he was expecting him to do the down forward 1-2, 1-2, 1-2 string, and those are all high. So he can snipe it out and do a little, yeehaw punch right before it comes out.
Especially when he's playing so low to the ground already.
Yeehaw!
Low pokes, he keeps ducking, he keeps doing low parries, he keeps getting these long carries through the air. This is somebody who's fighting low to deal with Jack's big body.
Slap it up, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable. Look at this combo.
Yeah, great use of the make some noise to extend it, and another one to close the gap rather than trying to hit him.
I love it. When you walk forward in that, it makes it look so funny. And nothing's funny about this combo because he's got 1 HP, and that's going to be
Here comes the Rage Art.
Tying it up here.
Yeah, we are absolutely tied up, barring some absolute shenanigans that are not going to happen. I'm not surprised at all that we're already going into a final round. This is another one I can see going to final game, final round.
This is definitely going to be the slobber knocker. Caught you ducking. 1.
Backs off. He's trying to keep Divine Exorcist pressured. He's trying to keep him in frame hell. Can't stop him from activating heat, though. The Acerba comes out. He's on the defensive now. Ducks under the grab attempt.
Whoa! Yeehaw! Yeah, that move comes out so quickly, and when he's got the install, it's safe.
It is. All right, armors through, activates heat. No luck on the Superman punch this time. Heat smash comes out.
Gotta be careful. Wall rising 2-1, or full crouch down forward 2-1, and he caught him swinging into the last of the back 3-3, and game 1 going over to Divine.
Breaking up the momentum your opponent has built up.
I'm thinking it's more the stage too, because I mean that stage is
close to the same.
It could be both, yeah. Coliseum being one of the bigger stages out here. Now we're going over to the Fallen Destiny.
Yep. Lots of walls here, but you got to be careful with that because few in the game are better at the wall than Divine Exorcist Claudio.
Who's looking for the wall slide, not going to find it. Full charge back 2, instantly gives you the install. So now you got to be careful. Yes, he saw it coming. Yeah, he's paying attention to that because that's how it was kind of tough to tell before when he got the install before because it only showed with the glowing hands. But now with actually showing below the health bar, you can instantly know whether they're ready to try to go for that guard break or not.
Yeah, that's a great point. And right now he's keeping him pressed up against the wall. He doesn't have a splat yet, but he's forcing Jack to turtle up. Joe is getting juggled. He's getting punished. Only 20 seconds or so left in the round. And that's going to be the kill. Claudio by Divine Exorcist already looking very good against this Jack.
Oh, yeah. He already took the first game. Woo! Nice duck and launch.
Gets carried. That makes some noise as a combo extender. And see what I was talking about, how JoeCrush doesn't throw out Make Some Noise just for the sake of doing it. He's not committing to a bit and spamming it. It's a combo extender. It's a way to throw his opponents off balance. But speaking of off balance, now he gets splatted along the wall. He's trying to get up, but Divine Exorcist has him caught in the vortex. Never mind.
Oh, speaking of that vortex, we shall go back to the blender. to the wall.
Gets caught up on the wall.
Yeah!
Ride him,
Got
cowboy.
him. No, he didn't get him. I thought he for sure got him there. That's the third time he's ducked that.
Another round going down to the final 10 seconds, too. I don't know if Divine Exorcist has been playing the clock on purpose, but he keeps getting Joe into these deep waters.
Yeah, him and King Ray, he's been taking him down to the wire, and that's how you know they're playing real defensive, because it's been kind of rare to see, you know, timeout situations in Tekken in general for how much damage has been going on, but I think the extra 20 health kind of helps out along with the way that they're playing.
Yeah, absolutely. Gets the low parry into a hop kick, into some wall carry. Not going to reach the wall, but that is some good air combo. Gets the splat on the follow-up. All right, let's see how Joe tries to get out of this.
Ooh. Trying to open him up.
Keeps getting backpedals, makes some noise.
Jumping, oh no! He did the right thing. He stepped, he went for the launch, but the camera just completely freaked out right there.
Yeah, he goes past him and tries to correct to give everybody a good
Another duck!
Punished, another duck. All right, keeps him going, keeps the heat active, gets the splat, gets the stomp. That's not duck, that's goose.
Yeah, dude, he still had an extra like 15 damage left on the combo, so it definitely would have been dead for sure. He didn't even need the rage art.
I liked the thinking on setting up the grab with makes some noise, but very present is Divine Exorcist. Great defense to tech it and immediately go on the counterattack.
Yeah, he's paying attention to it. Trying to do forward 3 right there, trying to open him up, but again, Divine just playing super offensive right now. This round completely different from the last couple rounds he's been playing super defensive before, but now he's got a big life lead at 30 seconds left, and he's trying to make him duck, but again, Divine's not falling for it.
Not falling for it at all, but he gets the grab out. He gets caught on the heat burst. He's up against the wall now, looking for a way out. The cape is tangling him up. The flexing is there. The time is drawing down. Another final round leapfrog.
Kajiji, I was the cameraman. Yeah, we completely got juked out right there, but not getting juked out is Divine, as he's taken us to a final round here in game 2. Despite how it started off, he's starting to show composure and another clutch duck. It caught him in the second half for whatever reason. Oh my gosh, all Divine this round.
Divine Exorcist's small Tekken and defensive movement have been unreal this entire set so far.
Oh boy, caught him ducking. Yeah, he had the install, so he thought he was going to try to go for another guard break situation. 1+2 throw, had to tech it, that would have been dead for sure. Caught you ducking this time, and that's going to be the game.
Tied set already, and Divine Exorcist has to be careful, because I'll remind people, especially anyone new to Tekken in the audience, JoeCrush only has to win 2 more games. Divine Exorcist needs to win 5. The reason we do that in double elimination is the first dropped set puts the winner's finals winner into losers. Otherwise, it would just be single elimination for him.
Let's see how he makes the adjustment. Running it back the same stage. No time to breathe, no time to talk. Only time for hands.
Yeah, no icing anybody this time. And you see that careful movement, but he's caught on that telephone pole of a jab. Shades of Lennox Lewis, especially swaying away with that uppercut. Bit of Tyson in the repertoire, why don't you? Gets the wall splat, gets the pressure. Oh, but he overcommits.
Yeah, that wall running shoulder is super linear. It helps that it wall splats, but doesn't help when you're fighting somebody like Divine who's willing to walk all around.
Oh, the wall run! He's been doing that more often, I've noticed. That JoeCrush, he's been doing that wall running punch. And I think he maybe crimped a few notes from all his matches with P-Link.
Yep, and that's going to be the round. And you saw so many times before that Divine was willing to duck that guard break right there. But this time, when he got him in the neutral, he's like, okay, surely he's going to go for a mid. He goes for the high guard break and winds up getting that round there with an easy closeout there. Another clean wall splat for Joe. 96 damage on the table.
Oh, so much damage, so much meat on that table. Keeps Divine Exorcist on the defensive. Divine Exorcist runs in, armors through. Heat's active for Divine Exorcist, but not much chance to use it. Health's running low. Good punish from JoeCrush, and he gets the KO again. Puts himself on game point. And you don't want to be 2 games down in grand finals if you're on loser's side. If you're Divine Exorcist, you don't want to drop this game.
Yeah, it's one of those things like you can go into a poking battle with somebody like Jack, but Jack's going to win that all day long. Don't want to get into a poking war, especially for the lows. He's got the full, one down, full crouch down back 1-1-1 string. So I mean, those are all options that Joe really hasn't used all too much, but it's still an option on the table.
You're seeing some good work coming out of Divine Exorcist, though, as he's playing a little slower. He's playing more on the ducks and the side steps and the pokes. So maybe winning this poking battle after all. JoeCrush backs himself into a sidewall situation, but he gets the splat on Divine Exorcist. That might have been what he was sitting on. He overcommits with to make some noise.
Yeah, you saw right there. He was trying to get a little setup going for something a little cheeky. Wound up getting jumped over, and now Divine has some breathing room.
Yeah, that is a precious breath of air. Don't want to be no round Brown to go down 2-1 when you're on losers. That was an attempt to make some noise. Didn't go anywhere with it. Gets the launch, though. Carries him down towards the wall. Gets the splat. Continues the pressure. JoeCrush is keeping him backed in there. Keeps flexing on him.
Grab him, man! What are you doing? Grab him! Do not let him flex on you like that. He's mogging all over the place.
Is there something that flex animation does that cues up that is preventing people from punishing him? Because he's often right in Divine Exorcist's face and doing that.
Yeah, he got caught like a deer in headlights, where you see somebody like if you see somebody charging up in your face and you're like kind of waiting, like, okay, I'm gonna block whatever he throws out. I'm gonna block whatever he throws out. He's just not throwing out anything. And then right when he goes to throw something out, he catches him with the armor move. But one of those things, you could throw those guys. He can't cancel out of it in duck in time, and he can't break it. Oh my gosh.
Honestly, those mind games are an important part of Tekken, because all you need to do is throw your opponent's train of thought off, and there's so much time to react. Because think about players like Hey Broken, who will kind of fake controller trouble, and then when you stop, they'll pounce on you, which is borderline illegal. But point is, those mind games, those ways to get in your opponent's head are very important, whether they're JoeCrush flexing, whether there's somebody just not pressing anything for a few seconds. It's part of the game.
Oh yeah. What does the referee tell you when right before you're about to start boxing? He tells you defend yourself at all times. Oh my gosh. And right now, yeah.
Parry.
Yep.
Speaking of protecting yourself at all times, Mr. Leapfrog.
Yeah, dude. He immediately tried to go for the little silly lows at that point. But I mean, it's one of those things. Why not? He just wind up flexing in front of him for about 3 seconds straight.
Yeah, that really made him think he can get away with stuff like that, and Divine Exorcist is now trying to take the fight to him and remind him that no, he can't. Catches him on the starburst, catches him up against the wall. This is not where you want to be against a Claudio. I keep saying that. Gets the wall jump out.
I think you get a guaranteed crouch throw there after that, but I have to double check.
So. Yeah, I think you're right. Oh, look at this, coming out again. Gets the punish, gets the carry, makes some noise, makes plenty of noise. Might not be able to get him to the wall, but the follow-up gets him almost there.
What the hell? That's supposed to be guaranteed.
It is.
Supposed to be 4-2. There it is again. Why?
Oh my goodness.
Low
parry's out there. 10 seconds to make something happen. ReyJr comes out.
Smart, very smart, because now it's going to take away all that recoverable health, and it's going to give him they're about even right now.
About even. One more interaction. 8 seconds left to do it, but JoeCrush.
Run up, plant the seeds. Yeah, he tried to go for the guard break again, but you see him literally frozen in time. He just threw out a jab just to make sure he doesn't lose there. Sidestep, down 4-2. You didn't think big guys can step, huh? Check me out.
Do you think Divine Exorcist just didn't expect him to charge in like that, or what?
You know, it's one of those things, yeah, his tempo is a little off right now. Now, back to the corner. Caught him moving.
Gets him up against the wall. That's a lot of pressure. 55 damage for that combo. Doesn't break the grab. Looked like he was going to get out of there for a second. He's got to fight a lot riskier to keep himself out of the fire.
There you go. There you go.
Like that. He's on survival point now.
Yeah, I was kind of holding my breath when he got hit by that 1+2 throw, because I thought he was going to do the regular 1+2, which swapped sides, would have put him almost in the corner, but he went for the gusto, because he thought he was at an angle where he can get that wall splat. He's just doing lows. Wall rising 1+2, dude. That's how I know he's playing legit.
Oh yeah, out comes the heat smash. It's not going to hit, but it is going to throw him off. The particle barrier comes out too far away. Divine Exorcist takes advantage, gets back in, goes for a low, can't get there. The charge in. Catches him on the kick, catches him with another Superman punch. That telephone pole of a jab, that Klitschko right hand. Set point, tournament point versus survival point. A minute left for the fate of the tournament, Leapfrog.
4-4-2. That's how you know he's getting comfortable. I don't see a 4-4-2 coming out too often here from the Jacks. Gonna charge it up.
Do I?
Gotta be careful. Back to the wall. He got him again! That's another wall jump!
Oh,
stop on him!
Oh, that is painful. The time is running down. The health is running down. The pressure might be getting to Divine Exorcist.
Gotta be careful. 30 seconds here. He had it. He could have got the ball up there.
He's probably fishing for a low. The flex is coming out. The hop kick! The hop kick! We go on to another game, Leapfrog. It's 2-2.
That was crazy. If he did particle barrier, that actually would have not only would have kept the 9MOONS Gaming champion, or we're gonna see Divine reset the bracket, take us back to 0-0. Let's find out here as we go to celebration on the scene. Let's rock it, K-Box.
This is going to be a sensational game of Tekken, I'll tell you that much, Leapfrog. A river of tears from whoever loses when the stakes are this high.
Ooh, boy.
All right, Particle Barrier comes out. Doesn't catch him on anything. Was probably expecting him to come in a little more aggressively. Look at that punch with the Superman punch.
That actually was a punish. You can see it on the left or right, respectively, with whoever presses that button. It'll say if it's a punish or not. Right?
Yeah, that's why I said it was a punish.
All right. Golly.
All right, that is so much wall pressure, though. JoeCrush is not intimidated, gets him splattered. The sidewall pressure is real. Makes some noise in midair, but he drops the combo. Not enough health for it to matter, Leapfrog.
All right, Joe, looking good right now. You definitely tell he's like, you know what? I'm going to pump up the offense. I'm going to do some mogging time. Because that was not a combo, but he's still finding its mark. To the wall we go. What's the mix? Stomp on him. Bow, baby. Full charge back two. Double it up. Tried to do it, but interrupted. Divine trying to fight back. Not going to let you press anything forever.
Right, this is exactly what Joe's at his most comfortable, when he can mog on you like this, when he can put together this kind of pressure. And now he's on tournament point again, Leapfrog.
Yeah, and I think these throws now are coming out a little too late as the windmill punches find the connection here. Still got Tornado at the wall. Big damage for Joe.
Lots of damage. 45 seconds left for Divine Exorcist to stay alive.
Double it up.
Armors through it. Doubles up. Gets the blast. Gets the wall pressure. Breaks the grab.
Oh, no.
Goes for it again. Went to that well too often, Leapfrog. The water was dry.
Okay, he's definitely starting to mog it up a little bit. 12-hit combo here to the wall. Gotta be careful. No more starburst for Divine, but he's still got the install here for Joe. Luckily, he wasn't airborne.
Joe is sitting on that hop kick. It's not gonna matter, though.
Is this gonna be enough damage?
It is. Superman punch for the finish. He keeps himself alive a little long. And he's dealing well with the pressure, I think, but he can't stop the power bomb. He's got to be very, very careful. His tournament life is on the line. Doesn't want to get this close to a reset just to watch it all flicker away like a candle in the wind. But that might be exactly what's happening. Leapfrog, this is one interaction away. This might be it. All that Joe needs is one more hit. He's flexing. He comes out for Divine Exorcist. Flexes again.
Oh my God, he got a launch.
Punished.
No way.
Gets up against the wall. This is so much wall pressure, so much damage, Leapfrog. Rolls away, jumps up.
1 HP! And he caught him ducking!
That's the tournament, Leapfrog. Catches him ducking and wins 9MOONS Grand Finals.
Good stuff to Joe. He did so many fights, so many rounds. He would try to close out the game with the down back one, and he instinctively made Divine try to duck there and try to low parry it like time and time before. But again, it came down to the wire. It came down to a one-hit situation, and Joe just showing the ultimate composure as he wins 9MOONS Gaming Tekken tournament here today.
An absolutely incredible grand final there. That's the sort of thing you could see at a major, at a TWT event. I hope both of these two will be at those kinds of events because we are in the campaign season. And I just feel lucky that we got to sit here and watch this kind of Tekken and talk about it. I don't know about you, Leapfrog.
Yeah, this was definitely a slugger knot. I mean, these are two of the best here in North America that it has to offer. So great set nonetheless. Divine so close to resetting that bracket, but alas, Joe is be able to persevere here and move on and win the whole thing. So,
well, you're not wrong. He did eliminate Divine Exorcist. Divine Exorcist was just the last person to eliminate. There's nobody left.
He's like, I'll take out another person. He's a man who loves to do money matters. So definitely somebody you gotta look out for.
Yeah, and also, you know, probably he was competing in Kaiser Cup too, so he's probably like, hell, sure, I'll do some more Tekken. Why not? These guys live and breathe Tekken, and that's just beautiful to see. That kind of dedication, that kind of composure, that love for the game and the craft. And I am just lucky to have been here to watch it. I hope you all had a great time in chat, everybody. I've been K-Vox. This has been Mr. Leapfrog. We'll be seeing you another time. Stay tuned for the raid.